Read this stuff later.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Gigi Show.
Hi, everybody.
With special guest, Ed Waby. And the
All
fascist
my
Earl.
friends. All my friends. And her tits. You know,
And
it's all good.
tits.
And her tits. It's all good. It's all good. So,
Man,
what I wanted to talk
I might
about
have to leave
today.
for a second. I'm going to put a halter top on myself and see who's got the rack.
I think
Ah,
I'm
what the
going to
hell?
win,
We just-
babe.
Booby!
You're gonna
Nipplelicious. Old man titty.
the sigh.
That's about as naked as I'm going to get on camera. This isn't like only old guys fan club shit.
I'm
No.
gonna have to edit that out. Holy shit.
Oh,
So,
Well, if you're
My
going to do
channel.
editing,
well, you
I'm
shut the
moist
fuck
now.
up. So what I wanted to talk about was parents,
Oh,
right? I have two parents
You
that
do?
have
No
been-
way.
that have been
No
married
way.
that have been married now for this will be their 45th wedding anniversary.
Wow.
They've been together for
Impressive.
50 years.
Even with you around, they stay
Kudos.
together that long?
kudos.
Somehow, yeah.
Somehow.
Kudos.
I'm the forgotten middle kid, right? So let's
Oh,
not
you poor
forget
thing.
this,
I'm the oldest, so I get
right?
everything.
I am the
I'm the
forgotten
only,
middle
so-
kid. I have an elder brother who's 10 and a half years older than I am, who has a different dad, but my dad adopted him when he was like 2, right? And his dad's dead at this point. And then I have a younger brother who's 18 months younger than I am because my dad didn't believe that like breastfeeding would actually stop all that process. He also didn't listen to my mother when she said, "Don't try to have babies in March." Which is why my birthday is 2 days after Christmas. So
So you weren't even a Christmas blessing. What the hell, Earl? I'm so disappointed in you.
no,
think
I
you've
was
done
actually a
all of
month late. I was a month late. I was
Oh,
snuggly.
that makes sense.
I was comfy.
the
I was
diva
fine.
entrance.
No, I didn't want to leave. I didn't want to leave. I was evicted
comfy.
by my physician overlords. I was totally comfy. I did not want to leave. I was good. I was set. I was like 7.5
Hops in a
pounds.
cot, you know.
Just hanging out, you know, and they were like, nope, you know. So that didn't work. But
Now I'm envisioning Earl popping out like, look who's calling. What the fuck are you guys doing to me? Get me back in here, you son of a bitches.
seriously, like I was like, no, I had my umbilical cord. I had my umbilical cord wrapped around my neck. I was like dying, you know. So it was like I tried to kill my mother on the way out. It was not good. But I feel like a little bit that my mother has kind of held that against me like my whole life.
Well, I can understand
and-
why murder would piss somebody off.
No, you know, no way.
Attempted
no way.
murder.
But-
What's attempted murder between friends?
Right. Freedom fight. Gives it a new meaning.
Just a little
We're
bit.
good friends. If it's good
Right.
friends, it's all good.
Like,
We're all part of
I
the
was
Addams family
wee.
here.
I was teeny. I did. It's not like I was trying. Like that's just, you know, I was playing skip rope and it just got, you know, there you go. But anyway, so I really do though, kind of feel like my mom has sort of held that against me like my whole life. And I am the forgotten middle kid. And I learned at a very, very young age that asking my parents for help was dangerous because my mother would act crazy, right? My dad, so for instance, right, I asked my dad for help on a math thing when I was little. My dad took advanced calculus. Like, my dad's a dentist, right? He's like not a stupid person. And so he's looking at my homework, and instead of helping me with my homework, he then starts screaming at me because my 4s look like 9s because my handwriting sucked. Which my handwriting looked exactly like my dad's, which is what is so funny. But I never ended up getting help with my homework. And what I learned very early on was that asking for help from my parents was dangerous. And it was emotionally dangerous. It meant that I was going to get yelled at. It meant that I was going to get shamed. It meant that I was going to get told that I wasn't good enough and that everything that I was doing was shit and that, why aren't you doing it this way and that way and the other thing. And I found out very, very young that it was just easier to struggle and suffer in silence. And that sounds very dramatic, but that's really how it is felt my whole life. So then I get in situations where like I was getting divorced and didn't have a place to live and had to ask my parents for help. And that became a whole saga. And now I'm again 40 and in a situation where I needed to ask my parents for help. And this entire time, my mother has said some of the cruelest things to me in the last like 2 weeks that I can ever recall. I sent her a message and said, because I washed some of my clothes when I was at her house this past weekend and it smells like her. And that makes me happy. And sent a message to her and said, I just put my sweatshirt on and it felt like getting a hug from you. She's like, well, that's good because like you left and you didn't give me a hug. My parents were following me to where I am now. Like I was going to see them. And then she just kind of buggered off. Like I was leaving. My dad was there and my mom was nowhere to be found. And I was just like, okay, I'm leaving. Bye. And I couldn't, and my mom was just, but she used that against me. Like I was trying to say something nice and she just like, do you not find that cruel? Like somebody that's literally like, that's lost probably a third of everything that I've owned that actually means anything to me, which my parents were there to make that decision. They made the decision to leave all of my plants and to leave all of my books and to leave my sofa. Like the things that I actually care about, the things that I sleep on, the things that I care about. And anytime that I ask them, hey, did maybe this get into the stuff? Like they got so defensive. And it wasn't an attack. It was just like, hey, did this maybe like get in there? Like, and some of the stuff, like it's fair. Like I can replace it. Like I can, some of the stuff that was my dishes and some other things, like I can replace that. That's not a big deal. But like my books, I can't replace those. I have like I was telling you guys a second ago, I have a book that's an MC Escher complete work that is no longer in publication. That book was my older brother's and is worth $1,000. And I'll never be able to replace that. I have other books that like I have a copy of the Dr. Seuss, like All the Places You'll Go, that my mom gave to me when I graduated from high school, that she wrote a really sweet note in. That's gone. Right. So there's things that I lost that are really profound to me and I'll never have them back. And I have chronic panic attacks about it. And they treat me like, oh, well, that's just your fuck up. Tough shit. It's that there's zero sympathy. There's zero kindness. So I'm trying to find a condo, right, where I want to live, which is in Chapel Hill, right? I'm trying to get away. There's a stretch between like Chapel Hill and Raleigh. It's on 40, the Interstate 40.
Okay.
which I have now seen 2 dead bodies in the last year. I'm not fucking with you. Like I saw a little teeny car ripped in half by a dump truck last year. Like nobody could have survived that. And this was recently after the time that I saw the literal dead body hanging out of the car in the blog post that I wrote about on when the time changed.
Okay.
So like I'm trying to get away from this stretch of highway, right? And this highway so I'm in Durham right now, going to Chapel Hill is like 20 minutes. But going home, right? Going there is about like going from where I'm living right now in this hotel to my job is like 17 minutes in the morning. At night, like at 4, like I get done at like 4:30. That takes me twice as long because the traffic is so bad.
Yeah.
And the kids haven't, and this is, so I live where UNC Chapel Hill and Duke University and NC State are all right here. Plus, I'm in the research triangle, right? There are 48,000 people that move here in this area every year. 66 people move to where I'm sitting right now every day. The traffic here is insane. And so I'm trying to get away from this stretch because I was living in Cary. I now want to be in Chapel Hill, which Chapel Hill is very much like Asheville, which I don't know if you guys know about Asheville, but it's like the bluest little dot in the middle of this like super red area in North Carolina. It's like it's a gay metropolis, right? It's fabulous. I loved it there. But Chapel Hill is very much like that. It's where all my weirdos are at, right? I feel very comfy here. And so I explained to my parents, like, and now I have not only 1, but 2 jobs. So I work a job on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays at one office, and I work another job on Fridays at another office. They're both in Chapel Hill. I want to be in Chapel Hill, right? So my parents come here asking, like, where do you want to live? Like, I want to be in Chapel Hill, right? And so they're trying to help me find a condo. Where do you think they find a condo?
Where you don't want to be.
So I'm asking my mother. I keep asking my mother over and over again, like, have you found anything? Is there anything, because what I'm trying to tell them is I'm at work, right? I'm at work Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I told them that, like, they know this information. So my dad keeps messaging me. My mom keeps messaging me. My dad's being very aggressive. Like, why aren't you helping in this endeavor? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I'm at work. And I know that both of them were retired, but I also inherited their work ethic. I leave my phone in my purse at work, right? I don't fuck on my phone when I'm at work because I'm at work. And that seems like a bad idea. At a new job that I'm really like love and appreciate my boss and like don't want to fuck shit up because I'm in the first couple of weeks of my employment, right? So like the last thing I want to do is be that bitch that's just like sitting on their phone, like, fucking around. Like my dad would have had my ass if I'd have done that kind of shit in his office, right? So like I'm not going to behave that way. But they're messaging me as though I just have all the time in the world to like fuck around on my phone and try to find areas, even though they found a real estate agent who should be like telling them all the things, right? Like I said, I need to be in Chapel Hill, Carborough, like this sort of area, right? So my mom sends me a message and she sends me this address and it says Raleigh. I'm like, Mom, I'm not living in Raleigh. I'm not working in Raleigh. Raleigh's further away than where I was living before to my current 2 jobs now. And that would take me an hour to get home in bumper to bumper traffic. I drive a stick shift.
Yeah.
Like, and my car is almost 10 years old at this point. I love my car. I will drive the bitch until the wheels fall off. I love my car. I love my car. I don't want to drive anything else. She's in great condition because I've kept her good, right? She's fancy. I'm fancy. We keep each other nice, right? We're good to each other. And she's been good to me. I'm going to be good to her. We have a nice little symbiotic relationship, but I've been beating her up the last like 6 years because I've been doing fill-in work and driving all the fuck over everywhere. Yeah, in this shitty fucking traffic. And then in this particular stretch of road, which is really, 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 really dangerous. I've nearly gotten into, I mean, I can't tell you how many accidents I've gotten into, like by the skin of my teeth, just by the fact that I'm actually paying attention. I mean, even just like road rage incidents. I had a bitch that like brake checked me, and I got within like good hairs, like breath of bopping this bitch in the back, and because she was being a twit, right? It's just like this is my life, and I don't want to do that. It's a bajillion degrees outside, and schools haven't even gotten back in, and
yeah, that's going to be worse.
It gets so much worse. It gets so much worse in like a month. It gets so much worse. And so my mom's just like, but it says it's like 30 minutes on GPS. Mom, GPS is not real life. Like, did you not bother to even look at like what traffic looks like right now? I mean, I sent her a screenshot of what the traffic looked like at 5 o'clock from where I work to where this supposed I mean, my mom put an offer on a condo without ever telling me.
Nope.
She never asked me any questions. She never said, hey, what do you think about this? It was just like, I'm supposed to be thankful to drive an hour. And I mean, it would take me an hour and 10 minutes in the evenings in bumper to bumper traffic in 110 degree weather on the highway. It's so hot. And I'm supposed to be thankful for that. Like, I get that I'm poor. I'm always going to be poor. They don't, I swear to God, boomers have fucked up everything.
Yes.
They just don't understand anything anymore. Like, they just don't get it. Like, my dad's just, he's one of those that's just pick yourself up by your bootstraps. Dad, I wear Uggs. I don't have bootstraps.
Or high heels.
Right? I wear Doc Martens. Don't have bootstraps. Right? Like I'm one of those people that gets absolutely fucked in this economy because I work just enough. Like, I make just enough money to not get any benefits when my shit goes to shit. I'm also white. I don't have children. I'm divorced. I'm single. I'm not old enough to get like the old people shit. Like I when my shit goes to shit, I just get to starve to death and be homeless. And told like, okay, have a good time. Like, bye, like, and so when I need help, then I have to like, my mom gave me a whole raft of shit for asking for help, and like, and they're so mean. They're so mean to me. Both of them are so mean to me, and like, and they just say the the darkest, like shittiest shit. And I'm the fuck up, right? Of the three of us, like apparently I'm the fuck up. I'm the only one that's been to jail. You know, I'm the only ones that has tattoos and piercings and looks like alternative and shit. And then my mom's sending me snarky messages that's like, oh well, I found this place, but it's in the hood or whatever. And I'm like, Mama, I look like the hood. I'm fine with the hood. I do well in the hood.
In.
Like the
You
hood
blend
loves
in
me.
all.
Like I'm good. I'm good there. Nobody's gonna mess with this bitch, right? Like
You look like you belong. Like
nobody's gonna fuck with anybody that looks like me. Like it's
You're
just
crazy bitch. And
right.
I haven't seen the rest of the song, but fuck so good. You can
Buck
top the
Cherry,
best.
man. I haven't heard that song in a minute.
Hey, you're crazy.
You crazy
biatch.
bitch, but you fuck so good. I'm on top
You
of it.
top
Yes,
of it.
absolutely. That I will say, I definitely did a striptease to that song in Mexico when I ran out of money.
Oh yeah, you told us about that in the last stream, you hooker.
I did, yes, that and Dagada by
Slowly but surely, we're getting all our stripper stories
right.
out.
I did. I ran out of money, and showed my ass a little bit, and then got enough money for the rest of the weekend. Yeah, it was good. But I just don't understand the cruelty. That I don't understand why it's necessary. Like, I get that I'm the fucked up kid. I get that. But I told my mother, I'm like, I'm fucked up because of you. Like, you made me this way. I got the worst parts of both of my parents. I got their eyesight. I got their shitty joints. I got the fucking big nose. I got the autism and the
autism.
I got the tism and the OCD and I got all of the bad traits from my parents are coalesced in me. And they made this. Why are they bitching? You guys got nothing.
I'm thinking, like, you know what I do when I hear a question? I think.
You do. You think.
I think you just need to move in with them and repair this bond with your parents.
Don't listen to
Just
assholes.
crawl back inside my mama's puss and just be like,
crawl
no,
your-
I'm going back in, bitches. Like
You might get your head and nose up in there, but the rest of you ain't going to make it, girl. I'm just sorry. It ain't going to.
That might be very, very horrible advice. That might be very horrible advice.
I've heard having your head up.
really horrible advice.
I've heard having your head stuck up somebody's ass, but I've never heard stick your head back where your birthing canal was.
I ain't going in there. She's from the, she's a girl of the 70s. It's gonna be fuzzy. I don't know.
I'm trying to.
So
I'm just my mom.
Earl,
my mom's
crocodile hunter.
my mom's
Beating back
gotten
the
so
bush.
old that she just talk about what.
Oh, that's not a razor blade. This is a razor blade. You see,
Oh,
Bushwhacker 5000 for the girls of the 70s and even the 60s.
Oh, Lord help.
Harley Davidson now has one. It's got hog written on the side. 5-speed reverse just to trim that bush.
I just don't. I mean, if I could if I could show you guys like the shit that my mother has said to me, I'm pretty sure it might make you both cry.
Probably. Like I'm understanding, I guess, the relationship a little bit, and they are
Ed's got
boomers.
beefies. I don't. Fuck it.
I mean, neither one of you strike me as the type that would like be weepy about such things, but like I honestly think that if you read the shit that I have had to deal with
the
last week, that both of you would actually be like, what in the actual fuck? I mean, there were several times I'm trying to Like I'm just trying to reach out for some kind of comfort. Like I'm
life
literally in a
preserver, it's not there.
hotel. I'm in a hotel in the hood with nothing, and they're and both of them are just so cruel
Beck
to
too, how
me.
you doing?
Oh man. Yeah, unfortunately they've been raised that way, so it's kind of hard. I can sit there and talk about the old great gen, but one of the things they did is they did raise the boomers, and that was their great mistake. So it's
And the
like they
boomers
raised,
raised the millennials, you
yeah,
know? So it's
yeah.
like they
It keeps getting
they
worse.
want to put this on me, and I'm
Well,
like,
it's the whole. I get it. Like the greatest gen, they faced World War II. They made a lot of sacrifices. They went through a lot of hell, and they paid for it, like for decades. Like they paid
yeah,
for it for decades. The problem is all that damage they put on their kids, and it's like they had a bunch of kids and they put all the damage on them, and it's like, and like,
I
and
read a
then the boomers come
meme.
along and they had
I
everything. They had
Yeah,
everything.
they had
Like they
everything.
had
I
everything.
read
They
a
got
meme
spoiled.
recently that said that if you don't confront your demons end up raising your children.
Yeah, yeah, and I
And
don't think.
that hit hard. I was like, that feels familiar. That feels very
Yeah, well, yeah.
familiar.
I mean, well, my mom has her demons that she got from her parents, like, and I
Mhm.
read that, and I've had to, like, in therapy, I'm actually facing those, so I don't give them to my children later on in life. So it's like,
Mhm.
I get where you're coming from, but it's like, I think with your parents, I mean, they're too old to change. The neuroplasticity at this point on their personality is almost zero. So,
Yeah.
so it's like,
That's the thing. My
um,
mother has more degrees than
well, she knows it.
any
That's
human
the
being
real
I know.
sad
My
part.
mother has but the dangerous thing is that my mother has a psych and soc degree.
Yep. So
You
she
want
can
to
read
talk
you.
about some serious psychological like bullshit that I had to deal with growing up? Like holy fucking shit. The manipulation and
Oh
I mean,
yeah.
I actually told her like I got pissed and I said some things because
They
of
were
course I
they
would.
were nice. They weren't
No,
nice
they
at
were not
all.
nice. I told her she was behaving just like her mother.
Oh, yeah, that's always a good conversation starter.
I mean, her mother was cruel. Her parents were
Oh my God.
cruel. My mother was the baby of the family. She had a younger sister who died um, fairly soon after she was born, and so my mother was the baby. But my mom, like, they would just bugger off to like some other country for a month and just leave my mother alone at like 12 with
Oh,
no
sounds
food,
very familiar.
no babysitters. I mean, she had older siblings, but like she had nothing. Like she had to I mean, my mom had turned like 10 and my grandmother never bought her another outfit, another bottle of shampoo, another like nothing. The reason my mama got pregnant at 17 was because my mom was begging her, like this was just when like birth control was kind of getting like popular, and my
Hmm.
mama begged her to go get birth control and she refused, and then the next thing she knows she's knocked up, and my mom ended up graduating from high school a semester like she busted her ass an entire semester to make sure that she graduated early because my brother was due in March. So she busted her ass, graduated an entire semester early to be able to have my older brother, and then went on to get like 4 more degrees.
Hmm.
Like this is a
She's not a
woman
dumb
that is
woman.
she's not fucking stupid, right?
Nope.
And what I've what I've witnessed the last couple of years is that like because my dad's done this whole like I'm old, therefore, like, I don't get it. My dad actually has a blog that's far more successful than mine is.
Yeah.
Dad has, I didn't know this. I just found this out on this trip to my parents' house. My dad has a blog where because my dad's restored Volkswagens my whole life. His whole life. I learned on a 66 Volkswagen Beetle. I learned how to drive on a 60 on my dad's fully restored 66 Volkswagen Beetle. Right? He pulled that shit in the parking, like into the driveway, and I was like, "But you want me to drive this thing?" Like, because he put his blood, sweat, and tears into this. The first time I stalled it, I cried. I thought I broke it. Like, I thought I broke like my dad's like pride and joy. Like I freaked the fuck out. He was like, no, it's okay. Like, you know, it was like the only time that my dad's ever been reasonable is like when he was teaching me how to drive. And so I drive the way my daddy taught me how, which is fast, hard and fast.
Okay, there we go.
With both feet.
There you go.
And you know, I will not admit my crimes on the internet.
Oh, can't do
but
that. Allegedly.
no,
Allegedly.
not gonna do that. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
But like, I'm a good driver. I'm a defensive driver. I'm a good driver. But I'm hard and fast. Like I don't fuck around when I drive, and that's how my daddy taught me how to drive. And you know, I my love of cars I get from my dad. Like I'm one of those like car girlies, you know, that everybody wants to call like a pick me or whatever, but like I legitimately love cars. I love horsepower. I love the rumble. I love the feel of like big horses under my ass. Like I fucking love it. I love it. I absolutely love it. And
jump on a Harley.
Yeah. I mean, my daddy gave that to me, you know, and my mom's no slouch either, but my dad taught me how to like drive a stick shift through like I'm the asshole that's like that like people love to hate on the highway. Like you know, that's just me, you know. But that's fine. That's fine. You know, I like it. It's good as long as I don't get in trouble. But
and there lies the problem in itself.
But I can also like my daddy, like he built the house I grew up in. Right. So like he taught me how like I can do all the plumbing. I can do electrician work. I can paint anything. I can put down floors. I have better when I got married to my ex-husband, I have a dual like bag of like my bag of tricks. Right. And I've got all of my power tools and all that kind of shit that my daddy bought me when I was younger. And he looked in that bag and he goes, shit, you got better tools than I do. My ex-husband was a general contractor who built houses and did concrete and like multi-million-dollar construction. Like this man knows his fucking tools and looked in my tool bag and was like, damn. Like, it's one of the reasons why he married me. Like, I'm not a fucking slouch. And my dad taught me how to do that shit. And then, you know, so then my mom is like, you know, talking about these places that they're looking at or whatever. And they're like, oh, well, if you want to be in Chapel Hill, then you're going to have to be in like some of these shitty, you know, places that stink and, you know, whatever. And I'm like, I'm not opposed to sweat equity. My house in Greensboro was a foreclosure that I gutted with my ex-husband. I mean, I was carrying like 4x4s, like 8-foot 4x4s on my shoulders out, you know, doing the demolition and shit. And you know, the little Hispanic guys were like, we're trying to take it from me. And I was like, no, I got it. And they were just like, you know, and my ex-husband looked at her and was just like, no, she's got
She
it.
was reenacting the Passion of the Christ.
Like,
Yeah, there you go.
Don't take my crossbeam. I got to get crucified tonight, bitches.
I mean, I still got some muscles, but like, I am not a slouch. Like, I put in hardwood floors. I do plumbing. I've done electrical work. I do like, you know, I've put it like just, you know, like basics. Like I can do just about anything in a house that needs to be done. That's not like I don't really like doing yard work. I'm not gonna lie, because I don't like bugs. Because I'm fancy, right? I don't want to get
Fancy
bit.
like Applebee's. Yeah, we've been through this.
Yeah, I don't like mosquitoes. I don't like mosquitoes, and then I have a fear of lawnmowers like cutting off my toes because I just
Well, keep your toes
I
out of
know
the
it's
blades.
irrational. I know it's irrational, but like my mama was also an ER nurse, and I saw that shit one time, and I was like, I don't want any of that business. But like, I'm not an idiot. I don't know why they continue to treat me like I'm a fucking moron when they're the ones that taught me all the things that I need to know to like do all the things. And then they're like, oh, well, this place is kind of shitty. And I'm like, well, yeah, but is it in a good area? Like, if it's in a good area, then like I'll make it work.
It'd be your shitty. As long as you like it. Why do they care?
Well, because so the thing is, I think that my mama has forgotten what it's like to be poor.
Yeah,
I'll never forget that. Never.
My mama hasn't been poor in a long time. And granted, both of my parents have worked their asses off. They are rich as fuck, right? They have a house that's $2 million sitting on land that's another $500,000. Like, they are rich as fuck, right? But they've also earned that. They've earned that,
Correct.
and it's not mine, right? And under no circumstances have I ever thought, like, oh, when they die, I'll just get their money. Like, absolutely not. Like, my parents have always made it very clear that they are going to spend their money doing their own shit and to not expect anything from them.
Fair enough.
So I don't, you know, and when but the problem is that when I ask for help, knowing that they can actually help me in situations where, like, so my credit score was like 810 before COVID, right? It was perfect. And then COVID happened and I couldn't work for a year. And so then I had to put my shit on credit and it fucked up my credit. And your credit, once it's fucked up, is fucked up for 10 years.
It's
for
hard
10
for
years.
a long time. Yep.
Yeah. So I even, like, at the beginning of this year, knowing that I was probably going to be moving out of my apartment, did a big, like, I went on all 3 of the credit reporting agencies and, like, tried to clean up my credit score and do all this other shit. And, like, I mean, I did everything that I knew how to do to, like, try to make it so that I could do this on my own, and couldn't. It wasn't good enough. You know, I tried to apply to different apartment complexes and stuff and would get rejected because my credit score wasn't good enough. But I tried, you know, I did really, really try. It wasn't good enough. But so then when I asked my parents, it's like I did all the things that, like, I knew how to, like, I'm 40 fucking years old. I'm 40.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be 40 in December. The last thing that I want to do is have to, like, crawl to my parents and be like, yeah, so my life's fucked up again. You know? right? And they're in a position to help, but they're going to make me pay for it every fucking inch of the way. It's exhausting. It's exhausting. And I finally fessed up to my mom. Like, do you know the real reason why I moved away from Asheville? Like, as quickly as I did? My neighbor tried to rape me. like I thought these people were my friends, right? And his wife, I loved his wife. And she was out on a conference thing in, Chicago or whatever. And so she was gone, and it was springtime, and, I had a little back deck or whatever, and I like to sunbathe out there and just, and our little doggies would run in our houses together, and he invited me over for a drink, and then the next thing I know, he's trying to kiss me and then trying to do other stuff. And I slapped him so hard that he went flying over his couch because I loved his wife. And and I have a no tolerance policy for infidelity. I was cheated on by my ex-husband. I've never cheated on anybody ever because I would never want to experience that pain. So why would I inflict that upon another human being? You want to talk about atheist morality? There it is.
Oh yeah, no shit.
Right? I don't want to experience pain like that because I know how devastated I was when my ex-husband did that to me. I would never put another woman, because I'm a girl's girl. I am a girl's girl. I believe women. I like women. I like men too, but I'm a girl's girl. And so I would never put another woman in the situation where she had to look at her husband and have to ask those questions. I would never, ever want to do that to another human being. And I did. I hit him so hard, I might have broken something. I didn't stick around long enough to figure out if I had or not. But I mean, at the time I was working out 6 days a week. I had 6-pack abs. You see these little muscles. They were about twice as high as they are now. And was lifting all the shit and doing all the things. And I literally, I backhanded that motherfucker and he went flying across his couch. I regret nothing. That motherfucker deserved that and more. And I was this close to telling his wife, but decided that I just needed to disappear. And that maybe that would just eliminate the issue. I don't know that was the right thing to do. I still struggle with that every day. But I did. I sent that fucker flying. I was pissed. He tried to put his mouth on me, and I was just like, what the fuck are you doing? I was just sharing some wine. This is not what this is, it was so bad. So bad. But after that, I literally went like this on a map, and that's where my finger landed. And then in 3 weeks, I was gone. I went back and forth multiple times during the week to do working interviews to find an office in the area to work at. Found a place, found an apartment, and I was gone in 3 weeks. And I never told my mother any of that. And she actually asked me what I was wearing.
Fuck's sake. Doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Hey, but one way or another, it's been
Just
your fault
fucking
anyway,
goes.
regardless.
Oh
That's
my
what pisses me off.
Like, I wish I could make that up, but like,
I don't care if you're running around naked. Doesn't give a guy permission to just do what he friggin' wants, or a female. You know, it works both ways.
like
Both
she
genders.
actually asked me what I was wearing.
Yeah, typical.
Yeah, that's not a good thing to ask. That's bad. And she should know better. Like with her stuff.
She
and
should
what
know better.
She should know
Yeah.
better. She should
She
know
should
better.
know better.
Like that's just a crappy question to ask, and she should know better. So like, come on. I'm sorry, Earl. I'm so sorry. I know they won't be sorry, so I'll be
so
sorry for them.
unkind,
But
you know. This has
I
been
get it.
so
I
unkind.
get it. Yeah, we're all gonna get leaky here.
Got mascara on. God damn it! Stop it.
And fucking lipstick, god damn it.
Right? It's pretty. That I actually walked into Ulta and I was like, I'm doing a podcast. I this has got to stick, and she sent me to the right spot. So it's actually it's doing pretty good.
Oh my goodness. But yeah.
But
Yeah, I'm sorry
she
that
actually
happened.
asked me what I was wearing. Like, my mom is a feminist. Like, she's like an original, like 1970s kind of feminist.
Yeah, like my mother, like my mom. Yeah. Like we're just fighting for equal wages. We'd like to actually be paid the same for doing the same damn job. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, that was my mother's big issue. So it was like,
Yeah. It's just so, like, I don't. Some of it is, and then she's asking me for like, oh, well, you need to get. I know, right?
No more fucking onions while we're streaming.
Right.
But the one thing
God
I can
damn
say, Earl, I mean, there's a silver lining in everything. So they tell me.
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
all the
That's what they
bullshit
say.
we've been through in the last, say month or less, even before that, I realized that. You found people that care for you.
Yep,
You got to
that's correct.
GoFundMe, people showing you how they feel about you. And I'm not talking about $10, $15 ones. There are some big ones on there that I saw. You know, I'm not,
Yeah,
guess
yeah.
the name
I mean,
is,
you know, the $1,000 ones,
And you're going to stream and sit here and cry like,
ones.
as Mike said, stop cutting onions on stream.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
I like. Yeah, I mean it's.
Yeah, I mean, the generosity of the Fluffle has been.
It's blown me away.
It
period.
really has given me a renewed faith.
Yeah. Me too. I mean, that's what I
in
would say because,
humanity.
yeah,
Yeah.
me and Earl were talking a little bit about this before, you know, Ed showed up and ruined everything. But anyway, no, you know, this very same thing that I think it's spectacular. It's a shout out to Ed and Evan both, you know, stepping up, going above and beyond to first, you know, to sponsor this or to get it out there. You know, it just totally blows me away.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas other streams, they can do GoFundMe's for whatever the hell they want. But I, as an individual, am not going to give money to somebody that needs hair removal. Sorry, not me.
Right.
Whereas something like Earl, I can justify it all day long. You know,
because we're
giving
trying to. You're trying to help somebody through a problem so they get back on their feet and they can take care of themselves, and they're not like. And I have no problem giving to ones that are like they just had an emergency surgery and it just
all day long.
Shit like that. But it's like
issues.
No, I don't know. I've been looking at this for a long time. It's like, how do we genuinely help people in our community? Like, and I don't know. I've been looking at this for a long time. It's like, how do we genuinely help people in our community? Like, and you know, it's unfortunate it happened to Earl, and it had to be Earl that becomes the thing that we have to help, because I'd rather it not be, because Earl's a good friend. Um, but if that's what we got to do, that's what we got to do. You know, like it's, you know, I mean, I've been
and
pretty upfront
I
about
would,
this. So.
I have, done that for the community over the years, and
Well, hell, with all the
I,
stuff that Earl has ever made me without even asking,
Oh yeah.
I mean, I was
Yeah,
going through a
yeah.
little rough patch myself, and all it was some stupid little Care Bear looking fucker with the dog next to that made me, happy again. Literally.
Well, she's
Although,
done that to me more times than I can count.
right.
So
I mean, Jack doesn't like her very much because he still thinks his mom's a whore. But thanks, he's making it better.
poor Jack.
Poor Jack.
poor Jack. I'm sorry, Jack. I mean, I'm not, but I'm sorry, Jack.
Yeah. Yeah, there's another dog that I didn't realize, not to shift the attention away, but just for a second, I didn't realize how much trauma that dog has been through. I mean, here he is 3 years old, and if I raise my voice, literally, he's hitting the floor. I'm not talking about screaming, but then I remembered, here he was caged as a puppy with 4 chihuahuas, and probably everything that went on, they probably yelled at him for it.
Probably.
He got beat
Yeah,
up.
I
He got beat
know.
up
I
for
know
it.
mine. Mine certainly is.
But unconditional, he's right there by my side, whether he thinks I'm mad at him or not. Kissing up, but yeah. So whatever it takes to get yourself back on track, do it, Earl.
Yeah, I mean, we'll do what we can. Like, I'm blown away. Like, I've just been trying to, like, okay, well, me and Evan can do this thing. We got other people that can handle other stuff. That's fine. And I did not expect this, Earl. I really did not. Like, I was just like, and then I'm like, holy shit! Like, we're 2/3 of the way there. And we're at the point where you've got some stuff. You're good. Like we're trying to keep you going, and other stuff comes up, and now your parents are like, I've got to take this to my own kids. I never want to be the parent that doesn't listen. Like, God damn it! Like, no matter how old they get, always listen. Like, God damn it.
Well, I think that was kind of my point in having this stream, is like, both of you are parents. I'm not anymore. I was at one point, but
you got a dog, so that still counts.
You're still
I had
puppy
actual
mom,
kids.
so.
I think people forget that I actually had children that I lost in my divorce.
Yeah, that's hard too.
They weren't mine.
Right. I remember you saying
I didn't birth them, but I think most people don't realize that I lost 3 girls in my divorce.
Right.
That I helped raise into college. That I no longer have a relationship with, and it breaks my heart, and I lost a lot. I lost everything in my divorce, and I think that the main point that I wanted to express in this stream was exactly what Ed said, was just listen to your children. I mean, I ended up having to message the real estate agent that my parents were talking to, because I found a listing that somehow got missed, because I told my parents, like, look at Carborough, because Chapel Hill apparently has like really high taxes or whatever, and I was
yes,
like,
they do. Yeah, I just looked that up a little bit ago. That their
and I was like, but look at Carborough. Carborough's right next door. It's right in the middle of both of my jobs, right? And I told them this over and over and over and over and over.
Yeah, they're not listening.
Again. And they
have a way they
listening.
think is right, and they're not listening. Yeah, they're not listening.
Right, and instead they want to put me in fucking Raleigh and make me thankful for it. And yes, I mean, when my mom sent me the listing, I was like, yeah, it's cute, but like, It's an hour away.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like,
I don't think
great,
people
but like,
understand
what the
city
fuck is
traffic.
this? Yeah, it's an hour away in the worst
I got
traffic
all my lesson. I
in
got
the
all my lessons
state.
about that in a year and a half in Houston. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, it's but Dad, it's only 3 miles away. Dude, that is a 20-minute drive
right.
for me. Like, it
Exactly.
is a
And
25,
my
20.
mom's doing this whole like, oh well, it's just the city limits, blah blah blah. And I was like, Mom, I
Nope.
know this area
No.
better than you do because I've been driving it now since 2019.
Yeah.
But
So, yeah,
but
they
they
just don't
never
understand it.
asked me. They never
Yeah.
never once asked me, what about this? What about it? Nothing. And then it was just a guilt trip, like, oh well, why weren't you helping this whole time? It's like, I was at work, Dad. Do you remember what
Yeah.
work is like? Like, I have back-to-back patients. I don't have
Oh,
time to sit and fuck with your shit.
yeah, I know.
I don't have time
I'm
to
already
talk
hearing
with
what
your
the
real
problem
estate
is.
agent.
I
I
already.
don't have time to look at these listings. I'm doing my job.
Yeah. Yeah, but if I've learned anything from this, it's like I never want to be the guy that can't listen to his children and instead has to pass judgment instead of listening. Like, you have to listen. Like, you have
Yeah.
to listen and remember what it's like. Like, I've been poor all my life, so I don't that I understand so well. I've had
I mean,
moments.
I've been poor.
I mean, I want to win the lotto and see what that's like. I do
Right.
want to see what it's
Well,
like to be
when
rich.
I got married, so
I want to
I
experience that.
helped earn my ex-husband his first $1 million because
Okay.
I wrote the documents that got his company bonding.
Okay.
I
Cool.
pushed him into the office because I knew that was where because he's a schmoozer, right? Which is why I
Yep.
married him, right? Because he's
he
a
likes to
he's
snooze.
a
Okay.
he's a narcissistic sociopath. Like, he's good
Con artist.
at
Why
he's
hasn't
a
he got
con
into
artist,
apologetics?
right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Why hasn't he got
He's
into apologetics?
Exactly. He's great at conning people and wrapping them around his little finger, right? So
Okay.
I knew
There you go.
I knew instinctively that's where his brain needed to be, was in the office, so that he could make deals because he's a
Yeah.
good deal maker.
Yeah,
So
let
I
other
was
people
pushing
do the
him
work.
to do I was pushing him
Let other
to
people do the
work with
contracting
his
work. Sit in the
strengths.
office, make money.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
I mean, he's a great craftsman. I mean, I will give credit where credit is due. He is a great craftsman.
I can
He
still
knows
visit
his
the
profession,
places, knows his profession,
but he's a
checks on the
schmoozer.
work, but
Yeah.
stay in the office and
He
keep on.
he likes taking people out for dinners. He liked showing me off.
Yeah.
I mean, I was the one that he put in front, that I had to show my tits and be like, hey, be the charming, blah blah blah. Like I was the trophy wife. Like, I had to do, like, that was my job, right? And if I didn't help secure the deal, there was a punishment for that. That I unfortunately had to experience a lot. So, like, I knew there was a big incentive for me to, like, manipulate people into doing things, and I hate that I know that kind of information in my brain, because I learned it from him. I hate knowing that kind of shit.
Well, that's kind of how I feel about every minister that I've ever learned from now.
And I was about to say, it's kind of like being in ministry and because there's a manipulation with that.
I know the
too.
game. I know the behind the scenes shit, and I wish I didn't know that. I wish I didn't know
that. I don't want to know that. I don't like that is something that I wish was like wiped from my brain, but I can't do that. But I learned that from him, but I also learned a whole lot of other, like, really useful shit from him, because he was a contractor, and so, like, I learned how to do sweat equity. I rebuilt my kitchen. I had a beautiful bathroom with a single slipper clawfoot tub that I put in myself. and tile floors that I set myself.
Oh,
Like
look at you. The kind of
I
place
did
where
all
you're
that.
thinking you're sitting in the tub and thinking, where is the servant to bring me my drink? Like
Right.
this is what you're doing.
Just exactly. It was just.
I want to experience that someday.
I was living in a 1939 colonial house in Greensboro
typing
that
it
I
out.
bought. That was it was a I mean fully refurbished because it was in bad shape when we bought it. But we bought it through the HUD system, and because it was our first house, and but I mean, like I'm good with sweat equity. My parents are like looking at these places like, oh well, it's not perfect, so it can't be great. You're like, the fuck, like
Yeah, but you make it your own home and you make it perfect. You may not like green
right,
walls, or what if you like
exactly. Like
paint?
I'm fine with that. If it's a little scruffy, it's fine. Like I don't care.
Based on your experience, Earl, there's no reason why you can't do like a little fixer up.
Well, it's
you
filled
don't
too
want to
then.
like, but but like,
Well, that's what I told
Yeah.
them. I was like, why are you looking at these? I mean, they were looking at places that were like $300,000, and I'm like, Mom, I can't afford that.
you can't afford that.
Like,
That's where you say, "Is this your
and I'll
Christmas
never
present?"
be able to afford that. And they don't
Yeah.
seem to understand. Like I mean, my ex-husband, when I was with my ex-husband, we were well off, but we still lived paycheck to paycheck because he was new money. Like I come from,
it's no money.
like I don't come, like my parents I guess were new money, but I wasn't new money. So then I always earned my shit. Like my parents made me earn my first car. I had to pay for my insurance and my gas and my and I had to do, like, I had to work for all of that stuff when I was a kid. I was fully convinced that we were destitute until I was like in the 4th grade, until I got dropped off on the bus and then got made fun of because we were dropping off at the rich kids like location or whatever. But like I had no idea that was a thing. But I mean, my dad had fully convinced me that we were destitute. Like my whole life.
That's every
Because my
parent
dad's
fail.
my dad is very, very German.
You're lucky. You're lucky.
built-
I had to
and-
go up
and
hill
built the
both
house I grew
ways.
up
Yeah,
in.
in the snow.
Yeah.
Right. Yes, exactly. It was always, I had to
Bullshit,
trudge,
Dad.
10 miles in the snow both ways, blah, blah, blah. I mean, my mother
I
And
had
we
to
were-
go out to the tree
and
and
we
get my
were-
own switch.
We
and
were
put the right
thankful. We were thankful for that spam and mayonnaise sandwich. We were
Yes,
thankful for
exactly.
it.
And
Oh, I
my
couldn't do
mother
that,
did.
no.
I mean, my mom did kind of grow up poor, but it was only because her parents just abandoned her. It really wasn't because her parents were poor, because my grandfather worked for Ford. He was a chemist for Ford that had several patents that are still in use to this
Good
day.
math, eh?
So in other
Yeah,
words, your mom doesn't know how to parent any more than her parents or mother did then, right?
Right.
Okay, so
That's
I
probably
was essentially
so.
I was
Here's the thing.
I was
She
a
has all
weird
this
latchkey
education.
kid that was also not a latchkey kid. It was very odd. Yeah.
Well, but it sounds like your mom's learned all the academic stuff,
right.
but she never learned the other
Emotional.
parenting stuff from her own mother. Like
The
and that's a
emotional
problem.
stuff, because she was never given any of the emotional
Right.
stuff.
She was
yeah.
given it. So I'm good enough without it. So my daughter should be good enough without it. So it's
Right.
like,
I survived and made it. She will too.
Right.
yeah, my mom does that.
That's
to me
why I'm the
too.
forgotten middle kid. That's why I'm the
Oh.
forgotten middle kid. My older brother was always fucking off doing like seriously fucked up shit. And then my younger brother is even more autistic than I am, and it was the baby, and so got babied all the time and got all the things and all the attention. And I was just expected to just exist.
I see that.
Sandwiches.
And so that's why I'm.
I see
That's
that,
why. That's why I need all the head pats. Because like
well,
I
yeah,
was,
but
because I was given zero. Like I
Well, it's why-
begged for
it's
them
why
as a
you-
child and got none
It's
of
why-
them.
That's why you appreciate them so much, is because
So much.
So your
So
parents
much.
you don't hear that. Like,
Right.
and you know, my thing is, like, my mom is a lot like your mom. Like, it very stoic, you know, just doesn't talk emotionally very much. And she got that from her dad and mom.
Yeah.
But my dad was quite different. He was raised different. He was the guy that was orphaned at 4
Mhm.
and
Oh,
then
wow.
got adopted
Mhm.
and then he was in they adopted him because he was a boy and they were farmers and they needed hands, is the way he put it.
Oh,
So
so much for love and wanting to be a kid just because.
that's a little
and
different.
so
yeah.
and so when he became a
Amish
parent,
kids.
he had this conversation with me more than once. He says, I was not going to be that way with you. I was going to let you know what I was feeling, how I felt, and I wanted you to be able to say that to me. He decided that after that whole experience, he was going to flip that around. And so I had a very good relationship on an emotional level with my dad. And then of course he died. Yeah.
Right.
Like it's like
Right.
yeah, it's like
Yeah.
it's like though. And so my mom and I have gotten better, but I feel you on this one. Like I absolutely the same attitude. Like, you know, she expects me to take care of her. Like I would come back and she would always make me feel like just asking for help was like a chore. If my dad was still alive, I could have walked right up to him and said, "Hey, Dad, I need help with this." And oh yeah, what do you need? Like and he'd be like listening, and that's what I miss. Okay, so
Yeah.
I feel you so much, Earl. I really do. Okay, so
Yeah.
it's like
Asking for help from my parents has always been terrifying and dangerous.
Like pulling teeth,
I mean, actually
Yes,
dangerous
yes.
for me.
pun intended.
Yeah.
pulling teeth. Well, not quite. Earl
Yeah,
doesn't pull teeth.
yeah.
Well, but still teeth related.
True.
She
If she
yeah,
doesn't do her
she
job,
tries to
you're
make
not
sure.
getting your teeth pulled. All right.
Yeah. But yeah, like
Yeah,
I absolutely understand you, Earl. I
Yeah.
get where you're coming from because my mom was raised a lot the same way. Like, you know, it's a hard life, deal with it. You know, don't ask for help unless you really, really, really need it. And then make sure you get, if somebody asks you for help, make sure you get paid. Like, you know, it's like,
Right.
it's like that. And it's like, we have 2 generations. Now, I will give this. The greatest generation, the guys that fought World War II, they got shit inflicted on them and they just didn't deal with it because psychology was so far behind. Like they
Right.
just,
Yeah.
they had to deal with it and they had, you know, they had all that PTSD that they dealt with. The soldiers came home all
Oh, they didn't
fucked.
have that. It was shell shock.
And they had
Right.
shell shock.
But
And
they were
they
just
were
so
all
behind
fucked
the
up.
times.
And they kind of, I can't really blame them for passing on the kids. I kind of think it was inevitable. It's just once we started down that path, I really wish the boomers would have gotten some help
Help.
at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah, like because I think they inherited a lot. They, on the one hand, they inherited this whole pull yourself up by the bootstraps mentality, but they also were given everything at the same time. Like, here's your shit,
Yeah.
make it better. Like it's like, and so
From the government,
like,
they were given so
oh
much.
my
Housing.
god, oh my
Yeah, the GI Bill was the
housing,
greatest thing since
GI
sliced bread.
Bill.
Yeah,
all
the
that
GI
stuff, they
Bill.
got
I mean, between the
education.
GI Bill and Ford, I mean, they pulled my family out of generational poverty.
Correct.
But the worst
Like,
part of
like
that was
I lived.
And
and
now-
then my German grandparents came over after World War II, invested in the stock market, built a business. Like, I am the American dream manifest, and I
Yeah.
have nothing.
Well, yeah, but that's because all of a sudden they got more and more conservative. They wanted to hold on to all their shit and they didn't want to
Right.
give it to
They
anybody
took-
else. And they didn't
Because they
want to
took all
share.
of the programs. They took all of the programs that made their wealth possible
And they got
and
it.
dismantled it. I mean, they
Mhm.
literally pulled up the ladders that they were given, smashed
Mhm.
them to smithereens, and then
Oh,
said,
heck, some of us were climbing. Like My generation was climbing those ladders, and they decided to pull up
Right,
and take
as
us
they
off.
were smashing them to smithereens. Yes.
You know, like because we
And
had the
by the
GI
time
Bill,
I
we
came
had
along,
housing
like they
stuff,
were
and about
literally
halfway
like,
through,
and they're still doing this bullshit where they're like, oh well, your avocado toast and your Tide Pods and your blah blah blah. I'm like, go fuck yourself. Literally, go fuck yourselves. Because
my
they
kids are all
nothing.
millennials. They're all in their 30s. My kids are all millennials, and they're all in their 30s. Okay, they're not children anymore. They're not sucking on
Right.
Tide Pods. They're not doing avocado toast anymore.
Right.
That's all bullshit. Okay,
Yeah.
it's like
I never
it's
drank. I never drank the Starbucks.
yeah,
know,
like it's just
I have
it's
always
just it's so
I have
bad.
always lived as though like I have $3.
you want to really start a fight though with a boomer? Tell them that they had benefited from socialist programs and now they want to deny it to others. And you will start a fight.
Yeah. I do that
you
all
had
the
the
time.
GI Bill.
Well, you know
a
me.
GI
I
Bill,
fight with
housing
Republicans
bill,
on a regular basis and love to talk about their socialist
programs that you guys had. All these programs that you guys had, I could label as socialist. I really could.
Yep.
Like it's government helping you do stuff to help other businesses. That seems like socialism to me. Like and they get pissed. Oh, they get pissed when you tell them that. Like, oh my God.
Bad.
Like I stopped that fight with my mom because I'm not gonna
I
go
bet,
there.
yeah.
Like, Mom, you're sitting in a house that was cheaper because of certain legislation. You got help. You got a reduced mortgage because when you bought this place, all that stuff was still in place, which allowed you to sell it to my daughter at a reduced rate because you had already benefited from everything from it. Like, it's like, this is why this is the case. Like, that's socialism. Like, that's the government being involved in shit. And I said, Dad had the GI Bill. He didn't use it, but he had it. I mean, like, it's like if there's nothing like that for people that are students now. Like, it's a joke.
No.
Like, and it's like, you
that's
had
what I
all
was
these
saying.
things.
Like, people like me are fucked. Like, I make too much, just enough money to be totally fucked out of every single government program.
You make too much money. You make too much money to get involved with them.
Right. I'm white. I have no children. I am not married.
Children.
And
that's not the system is not built for you.
Fucked.
It's not built for you.
No.
It's not built for you anymore. They closed all those doors and pulled those ladders up. Like, and I always tell them, I said, I had this discussion with my kids one time. It was probably a few years ago. I said, we were on the ladders that they had used. They shook us off. Some of us made it up because we were already there. The rest of us Gen Xers were kind of halfway up or only a quarter of the way up, and we lost it all. Like, we ended up back at the bottom. And we still have the same problem too. Like, I've always had that problem. I make too much money to get any help. Okay. But not enough money to like live well. Like, it's like, and even when I was a teacher,
and honestly, like, I'm not somebody that's like my mother in particular is very financially motivated. My dad is engineered. He's a German. He's German through and through. He's engineered to work hard, right? He
built from the ground up.
My dad has never done a half-ass. I mean, and neither have I, to be honest. Like, we don't work half-assed. We do it full throttle, or we do it not at all. Like, that is
correct.
That is.
You're either resting or working. There's no in between.
There's no.
I know these people. I work with them.
and but my mother is very financially motivated. Like, she likes shiny things.
Money. Shiny.
My mama likes to live well, and she's worked hard. And she was a nurse. She got her master's degree. She's no slouch, right? Like, she's earned her money. She's earned her money. It's not my money. It's not my fucking money. But I'm not built that way. Like I work enough to be like
Well,
I work
it's because
enough
of
to
balance.
eat what I want to eat, and then to have enough to like play a little bit, but
Hmm.
and then pay enough and pay my bills.
Yeah,
I don't. I've never
it sounds
been
familiar.
motivated like because I hate working. I
Oh
fucking
yeah.
hate it.
Oh, I
Well,
I
love
because
hate it.
working.
I
well,
hate it so much because
I watched my
I
parents
got
work forever. Like
well. I
like
mean, not only that, but like I fought my way through dental hygiene school, and that is a rigorous program. It is not fucking easy. And what sucks is that you go through pathology, you go through
mhm.
anatomy, you go through, you know,
Do all the
dental,
things.
like all of the things, and you have zero autonomy, none. You get to diagnose nothing. You get to have like authority over nothing. It is
Correct.
so fucking retarded in this in at least in this state because it's not like this everywhere. But in North Carolina, I am a glorified mouth maid. I have no say over anything, even though I have to take all of these classes that give me the the knowledge to be able to make those assessments and to make those like diagnoses. I can diagnose nothing
Hmm.
in this fucking state. And it is so irritating to me that we even have to bother with all like my program could have been 6 months
Hmm.
with the bullshit that I don't have to know actually. Like why put me through a program that's two
Oh,
years that actually takes four. They
yep.
bullshit you into believe
Hmm.
like they give you a program that's technically 2 years, even though zero people can get through the program as written because there is no possible physiological way that anybody could make like actually do that program as written. Like I had to do 2 years of prerequisites, which was just all of the classes that didn't involve direct like dental hygiene shit
Correct.
before I could even get into the dental hygiene
Oh
program.
yeah.
And then
Worked when there's
but I still only get an associate's degree.
yep.
And so but then
Yeah.
I can diagnose nothing. I have zero autonomy. I have no
Oh, that's where
there's
now
nothing
see.
that I can do by myself without I can't even put a patient in my chair if
Mhm.
there is not a dentist in the building.
Interesting. Yeah. See,
And
this
why the
is my
fuck am I
this is
taking all these goddamn fucking classes? It makes
exactly.
no sense.
Yes, well, but that's just it. It makes sense from one standpoint, the university standpoint, and they designed the program so that you have to spend all that money on those 2 years, and it makes them the same amount of money as a 4 year
Well,
degree.
that's why I went to a community college, which my high school made me like they somehow made me think that community college was what stupid people went to, except that I
No,
got a better education at my
oh
community college than
yes,
I did at my
absolutely,
university that I dropped out of because I was like so sick that I was literally trying to kill myself, and dropped out of Elon and ended up going to Guilford Tech and got a much better
yeah,
education at a
you
community
will.
college because there were professors there that actually gave a flying fuck
Correct.
about what they were teaching and weren't just dedicated to doing like research and their
Well,
their own fucking bullshit, which is I mean when I went through organic chemistry, the motherfucker that was teaching this class was writing the book for the class. I got it on a CD back in the day, right?
Oh, that's
So
dating
I
yourself.
couldn't even, right, which had so many spelling and grammatical errors that it was distracting as fuck to
It was
somebody
driving you
as
nuts.
laden as I am about such things. Like I really, I couldn't handle it. The spelling errors, the grammatical errors, the punctuation shit was just on. It was unbelievable how bad.
If we're talking
how
CDs,
bad
we
it was.
still had word processors with spell check at that point. We did.
Right. Except that they gave this shit to me on a CD. And
So you couldn't edit it.
and then I was essentially supposed to just teach myself on this fucking
Oh, I know.
ridiculous bullshit. And you know, then given like these little like thingies to put together for the little atoms and the shit. And I was just like, you have got to be fucking with me. And this guy, when
I was mad.
I'm so mad. I'm so mad because I loved chemistry. I still love chemistry. If I didn't known what I know now, I would have ended up being a chemist for like a makeup company.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. I can see
That's
it.
what I would have done. But because I never had somebody that gave me any kind of advice as to what I could do with a chemistry degree. Like I was dead set on a chemistry degree. I mean, I ripped through all my chemistry and in high school and the
Good stuff.
2.5 years that I spent in chemistry in college. I loved chemistry. I'm good at chemistry because I'm precise, right? And I love all the math and all the I was so good at it. And had anybody looked at me and said, you could use this to like formulate like really cool makeup
Oh yeah.
or skincare
Like
or
chemistry's in
skincare.
everything. I like
Right.
chemistry's in everything. Like
But I had
chemistry
no
degree,
idea what I was going to do with this shit.
chemical
And so
engineering. Oh hell yeah.
I freaked the fuck out because I was engaging in this degree that I had no idea what the future was going to be with it.
And nobody
Like
told
I thought
you?
that because I am not built for being in a structured kind of
We don't use
student shit. Like I don't do like I am an educational anarchist. I
Yeah.
just
Well, I get it.
I didn't learn I didn't learn how I learn until I went to a community college.
Yep.
And learned how I learned by myself. And again, this stems back to the parent thing. Like I had to learn how I learned on my own. And I ended up dropping out of Elon, which had because I also I had maybe thoughts of being a pathologist, to merge my biology love with chemistry and make that
great stuff.
make that a thing. I wanted to be a forensic pathologist. That was my vision. But then because Elon had a cadaver lab that I got to play with. That was fun.
That's good.
Weird, like dead people. It's cool. It's cool. But I
weirdness is accepted here. Like there ain't nobody normal in this chat. There's nobody on this channel That
And
is,
I am
this
everybody's
conversation is
favorite
normal.
night terror. I'm everybody's favorite night terror.
Well, I
It's
can't even argue with
fantastic.
what Ed just said, and that's sad.
But if somebody had looked at me and said, like, you could make makeup, like, but that concept had never. I
Here's
mean,
a
I'm
blow.
18
Here's
years old.
something that
What
will
the
blow
fuck are you
even.
supposed to know at 18?
Yeah.
Like, I'm
Your
18.
counselors failed you.
My counselors failed me. Exactly. I'm 18. My bipolar 2 is rearing its ugly head in like the biggest and absolute worst way. And which is when it usually does like show itself is around your late teens, early 20s, which I didn't know at the time. But I mean, I was fully in like full psychosis, like full fucking psychosis. Like
I
I
think
would
you're like the
like
first time
my entire first year was just me rapid cycling. So I
Yep.
would be awake
Yep.
for 4 days straight, right? And then crash and then sleep for 72 hours. It didn't matter if I had to go to class or not, right? It was just I was literally dead for like 72 hours. And then I'd cycle again and then be awake for 4 or 5 days straight, doing all of the drugs, fucking everything with a pulse. Like it was awful. That was my entire first year of college. And like just desperately like trying to keep it together. And then just to bring him back to parents again, right? So
Yeah,
then when I'm in my second I'm in my third but the very end of my fourth semester, right? I had just had to take my best friend to a clinic to get an abortion and missed I missed all two, like three of my final exams, having to do that for her. And because I was the only one with a car. So I had a car that could take her to get her abortion because her parents fucking retards, and she was screwing this guy that he was a bass player in a band and blah blah blah. He was really cute,
Okay.
but like, she got knocked up, and she was not having this kid, right? And so I got the appointment set up. She didn't know what to do. She had no idea. She didn't know anything. Luckily my mom's a nurse, right? So I've like never had this problem because I've been on the pill since I was 13 years old. Her mother refused to put her on the pill, even though she was fucking everything. And so I got the appointment set up. I drove her to the appointment. She went through the exam, and because in North Carolina you have to do an vaginal like ultrasound and do all this like really invasive shit. But then she got a pill that she took home, and then I had to hold her hair as she's throwing up her toenails and like in the worst pain of her fucking life. And I had to deal with that during my final exams, and then miss my final exams because I'm having to take care of my sick friend. And then I myself am so sick. I'm so sick. I'm cutting myself like regularly. I've got the scars to fucking prove it. And then when I finally explained, like I finally fess up to my parents, like, I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't be here. There are these, this is a bunch of rich kids that have access. I've been doing all of the drugs, right? All of the drugs.
Can't be around that. Can't be around drugs.
I have been drunk since I've been here. I have fucked everything with a pulse. I am so sick being here. And I'm looking at my mother and I'm telling her this, and she's crying. And she's just like, but it's so pretty here.
Mm.
Mom, I'm dying. Like I literally looked at her and I was
She's
like,
not
Mom,
listening.
I'm dying. I'm
She's not
literally
listening.
dying. I have
She's
been
not listening.
smoking cigarettes 2 to 3 packs a day since I've been here. I've gotten bronchitis and strep throat at the same time. Like, my doctor tells me that if I don't stop smoking, I'm literally going to die. I'm literally dying here. And my mother's just like, but it's so pretty. Why aren't you happy? Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh boy. Yeah, well,
Sorry,
I-
I just like what the fuck? Like what? Who says that? Who says that to their 18-year-old daughter who's terrified, looking at them in the eyeballs, telling them, I'm dying. I'm literally dying being here. And you're walking around campus going, but it's so pretty. Why aren't you happy? It doesn't matter, bitch. It doesn't fucking matter whether or not I'm happy. I'm not happy. I'm not happy. I'm literally dying. I'm
maybe
literally
it takes
dying.
something more to be happy than pretty. It might have
Right.
to be that. Yeah.
But it would. But
So,
all that
so
mattered to her was that it was green and like
well,
just
then what we're dealing
pristine.
with is a long-term problem of we don't listen to our children. Like that's what's happening. We're just not listening. Okay, it's the wrong thing to say. Like, I'm not even sure there's a right thing to say there, Earl. Like if I'd been I just got up and gone over there and given you a big hug and just held you for a while.
That would have been the right answer. That
That
would
is
have
the
been the
right
right answer. It's just to give me a hug.
Give you a
But
hug and
instead-
hold on to you until they let you cry until you stop. Like,
Right. But instead,
And then
I had
we'll-
to sit
and
there
they'll say, okay,
and
well,
watch my mom
what do we need to do?
cry. I had to sit there and watch my mom cry because she was disappointed that I didn't think that, the prettiness was supposed to like fix everything.
yeah, and it's like
I wish I was fucking with you.
I know you do. But I've heard this story too many. Like, you got to remember, Ed's a former pastor. I've heard this story many times. Like, people came into my office with this crap all the time. Like, it's like, and I'm an amateur. Like, I know nothing really about real counseling. I'm just pulling out my Bible and telling people what to do. But after a while, I stopped doing that and just started listening, and just trying to deal with what the real person was feeling at the moment. Because in those moments, it ain't about anything you're going to say that's going to be intellectually get through their brain. It's like you got to get through the emotions because there's a big thing there and you got to just accept them. And I don't know, your mom needs to accept her own emotions, because I bet you that's part of the problem. She has bad shit happen and she just doesn't accept them. So why should anybody else? Like,
You
it's
think?
yeah, I think that's what it is. I really think that that's what it is. Like, it's like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I mean,
like I said earlier, like your demons, if you don't deal with your demons, they end up raising your children.
Mm-hmm. And so it's like, I mean,
Her demons ended up raising me, and then she's so perplexed as to why I'm the fucked up kid.
Well, yeah, you got to have somebody that you can be emotionally vulnerable with and they understand it. And it doesn't sound like you're getting that from your parents at all. So, and
There's not even a silver lining to that, in my opinion.
No,
I usually try to find one.
and I gotta agree with Azo at this point. Like, I know that's weird too, but
I'm always right, you're wrong.
but I don't know if they can get better. I don't know if your mom's ever going to be better. I don't think she will be.
I don't at this point. I don't.
Not unless she has if she has like a crisis moment herself that she can't deal with, maybe. But that's the kind of
She
shit
might
you don't
figure
want.
it out when my dad dies.
Yeah, maybe like something like that. It's like that may shake the person
hate-
up to go.
I hate to say that. I mean, I fucking.
No, it's an awful thing to say. It's an awful thing to say because it's like, does it take that for some people? Yes, unfortunately. Like unfortunately it does. Like I wish it didn't. Like I wish, I don't know.
But
But
I mean,
no,
she's
the
and
proper
the things
move at
that
that point would not have been that.
yeah.
Like no.
I mean, the things that she's said to me recently have just been so cruel and just unnecessary. And
Mm.
it just reminds me of her mother who
Yep.
told me
Oh.
that she thought that I was from Satan.
I concur.
She's not from Satan. She's from Fangs. Fangs has been guiding Earl's life for quite a while. That's why I can't trust that fucker.
I have
Just a little fucking
damn
Satan.
right.
Hellhound.
And now I've got
Hellhound.
two of the little fuckers on my. I have two
Two bunnies.
bunnies on my, tattooed on my body.
Two
Yeah,
bunnies.
one's on the left
One
cheek and the
was
one's
my-
on the right.
Do you know
We
that?
just
That was my very first tattoo is a
Yeah.
is a little rabbit on my
Yeah,
on my
one's on your
hip.
left cheek, one's on your right cheek, and they can't get to each other because of
No,
that big
I have
crack in the middle.
I have a rabbit on my right cheek. I have a sheep on my left cheek. I got the little fangsy fangs right here. He's upside
There
down.
you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah. See, but that's just it. Like I don't think your parents are going to get better until something happens to them, and that's the sad truth. I really wish that wasn't true. I really wish. I mean, after all this, it's like the proper response to what you were going through was a hug and letting you cry on their shoulder for as long as
Holy
you
shit,
needed to.
Damn.
So yeah. Yeah, Beck, you're not like Earl fully acknowledges she's not the only one that goes through this shit with her parents. Like it's
It
it's
happens.
such a common problem. It just makes me sad. Like
Yeah.
it just makes me sad. Like even like being part of a bridge generation between these two, it's like, and half of us are like the boomers and half of us are not. Like we're just, it's like, it's sad.
I
Because
mean, I told both of you today, like I hate being a masochist. I am a masochist. I need pain to like get through
to focus.
shit.
Yeah, it helps you focus
to-
and get through.
Exactly, to help me focus on shit. And I get piercings, I get tattoos, and my parents do not understand this at all. And I'm like, Mama, so because I used to cut, like, I mean, I used to take hunting knives. Like I have a
Mhm.
scar on it's actually right here that I can
Yeah,
feel with my fingers because I have EDS, and so my skin doesn't behave normally. It doesn't heal
Mhm.
properly, and it makes these ripples and so I've got one on my thigh. I've got multiples all over my. That's why I have these huge tattoos, is to cover that shit up.
Well, and
What I realized was that
that's an interesting thought, though. You get tattoos when things are going good.
I get tattoos when I'm happy. I get piercings when I'm sad, because the tattoos you need to
Cover
be
up the
in a
bad.
good. You need to cover up the bad. You need to be in a good state of mind in order to withstand a prolonged pain like that. Otherwise, you physically, I mean, mentally, you just can't. And then I get piercings when I'm sad because it's a big shock of pain, and then I have to take care of myself. It forces me to take care of myself after that because I want my piercings to go well. I don't want them to reject or whatever. And so it makes me like,
Makes you focus about something, and then you
it
can
makes me focus on something.
other
Exactly.
things.
Yeah.
And then you can focus on other things too.
Right.
So-
And my mother has always been, I mean, she wouldn't let me get my second holes done in my ears. Am I bleeding? I am bleeding. She wouldn't let me get my second holes done in my ears until after I was graduated from high school. the day after I graduated from high school, I went and got my second holes done. Like, and then after that, it was just like, I got all the things.
You got all the things.
Yeah.
It looks a little red. It looks a little red.
I think,
Something's
I
up.
think I'm bleeding a little bit. I just got those 2 done today.
Yeah. So
That one and
expected.
that one.
A little bit expected, maybe. So,
Not really, but I'll be right back.
oh yeah, go ahead.
Azzo, where'd you go? You there?
He's there.
Okay.
He's sitting in the dark. He's worse
Yeah, on
than me.
StreamYard, I see myself better than I do on YouTube. I don't get that. I just noticed that.
Yeah, you're kind of you're kind of dark on StreamYard. So there we go. There we go.
I can see the normal. Oh, my poor hair! I still need to go get a haircut so bad. I keep putting it out, putting it off. Poor little pudding.
Oh man. Yeah. Well, back, like I understand now. Like I worry about my mother because she can't express anything to me. So, and it's just a generational thing. Like I don't know what to do with them. Because I don't know. We just, yeah. Yeah, what a lot of us really needed was just somebody to listen to us, not judge us, not make any judgments, and emotionally hear us. Not just hear the words, but emotionally hear us. And I think the world would be a hell of a lot better place if they had. Like, I don't know, one of those things. Uh-oh, we're gonna get a dog. We got a dog sighting in Earl's place. Look at that.
I didn't know Earl was a shapeshifter.
Yeah, look at that.
Look at that little
It's
squeaky
the
dog.
puppy. It's the squeaky. We have a squeaky kitty and a squeaky dog.
Baby, are you making a debut?
Yeah, yeah.
He's making friends.
Somebody was missing, so I had to take your place. I took your place. Dogs are always a good substitute. Puppies and kitties always work. They're better than we are anyway. So
Humans honestly don't deserve dogs. We just don't.
no.
I'm a doganist for sure.
And cats are still wondering
doganist.
about us. Cats are probably looking at us going, man, if they didn't feed us. Like,
well, even then,
If
they
they
don't
had
even pay attention
opposable
to you unless they
thumbs.
want to.
They'd rule the world for sure.
The Egyptians were right. Worship
Yeah,
them.
they're right.
Yeah.
Worship them.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, but yeah, I'm looking at back. Yeah, we just never got listened to. Like grew up weird in that I had a father that actually listened to my emotions because he went through some shit and wasn't going to have that. But that is not normal for a lot of people that grew up with me. Like I go to class reunions and it's a shit show with parents. Like it's just nothing but trash talking parents because parents wouldn't listen. Like it's just like they're just incapable. I mean, so it's like, and I just don't know. But getting somebody to emotionally listen to you is one of the biggest boons in life. Like if you can find somebody that'll do that, that's a big thing. Like so. And so.
Well, and that's one thing that I've learned. Just being so being so autistic, right? Like sometimes because I just want to fix it. I want to fix the issue.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I want to fix it. And just learning the phrase, do you want me to fix it or do you want a hug?
Honestly,
that has solved so much. Like in my life personally, like, do you want me to fix the thing or do you just want me to shut the fuck up? Do you want me to listen? Do you want a hug? Like that's that alone, learning that is something that my because my instinctually I just want to fix the stuff.
Oh, yeah,
And
me
so,
too.
but most people don't want you to fix the thing. They just want you to listen, and they want to hug.
Yeah, they just want to know that somebody understands what they're going through. Like they know that possibly it can't be fixed, and so you'd be
Right.
wasting your time trying to fix it. But they
Mhm.
want somebody to come over, hug them, and say, "Hey, I'm here for you. Like if
Yeah.
you need some emotional support in this, because it's going to be a shitty, I'm there for you." And
Mhm.
I really, really wish we didn't have a couple of generations. Like I really feel like we are still suffering the PTSD of World War II. Sometimes I swear to God, like that
The
was such an awful time.
boomers.
It was an
fucked
awful
up
time to be
everything.
alive. Yeah,
Really
it's just an awful time to be alive. During World War II, like it's just a horrible
Yeah.
time to be alive. And they
Yeah.
just carried that on and passed it on to their kids, and they pass it on to their kids, and we're still dealing with it. And it's like, this is why we have so many therapists. And they're fucked up too, because they went through some of the
Right.
same shit too. It's like they
Yeah.
went into therapy to fix their own problems and found out they can fix other people's probably better.
Well,
So
I actually initially wanted to be a psychologist or psychiatrist because I wanted to go with the chemistry part of the medication and all that kind of stuff, but then
oh yeah.
realized I was way too fucked up. So like I needed 2 more credits to have a psychology degree, and was like,
Mm,
no, I'm done. Like I've had
too
enough.
bad.
Like I'm
Too bad.
too fucked up. I'm too fucked up to like it's those who what was it?
Oh
Those
yeah.
who don't know teach. It's like
Yeah, correct. That's why I was a teacher. I don't know shit.
Those that
Right,
can do,
like,
do.
I
Those
didn't
that can't teach.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, those, yeah, I whatever that
Those that
saying
can't
is,
teach.
I just couldn't. I knew that was not
It's a
what
great
I
irony
should
that
be
my
doing.
time as a teacher was teaching world geography as my worst subject in all of social studies. I'm like, oh, you guys are making this come true. I told the guy that too. I'm like, those that can't do or don't know teach, and that's me with world
Yeah.
geography. Okay, like
Yeah.
I know where everything is, but don't ask me to teach this shit. I don't like it. I don't know much about it. Put me in a
I'm
government
actually
class.
really good at teaching. I'm really good because
I like teaching. That's why I do
my
what I do.
job. I mean, I tell this to people all the time, but like my job is so much easier when my patients are educated.
Huh. Yeah, yeah.
The reason that my job is hard is when patients
a-
aren't educated. Because hygienists before me have not done their job. That's why my job is hard. Because one, I give a fuck about the about like how my job is done and like how like that I'm actually removing the
Alright.
things that are supposed to be removed from
Hey,
people's mouths,
Asshole,
the funkiness and the shit.
if you ever have no fucks left to give, we now know where there's still a field where a few. Because my field is down to 2 or 3 a year. I like it's like
There are actually several of us that still have fucks left to give.
Yeah.
I am so cynical, and I will not lie and say that I like my job because I don't.
Yeah.
It's gross. I'm tired. I get these fuckers that come in after just eating lunch and then bother.
People
Like,
are that rude.
my job is not to
People are
clean
rude.
the lunch out of your fucking teeth, you stupid piece of shit. That is not my job.
Oh,
Put
man,
people.
brushed-
I am putting
I
you
brushed
fuckers on
twice.
notice. This is my channel right now. I am putting you fuckers on notice. This is not my job. My job is not to clean up plaque. My job is not to clean up food particles. My job is to clean up calculus from your teeth and
Oh
to
my
make your
gosh.
gums healthy. This is not my fucking job. Brush your fucking teeth before you come get your teeth cleaned. God
Right.
damn it.
I am so afraid of that. I like brush my teeth twice, like the whole routine before
As
I
well
go.
you should, because otherwise it's
I don't
just
want food particles.
disrespectful. It's
It's
fucking
rude. That's just goddamn rude.
disrespectful. It's so
Like,
rude.
no,
It's so rude. These
no.
motherfuckers come in, they go, oh, I just had lunch. Get your ass up. We have disposable toothbrushes, fucking asshole. Go
There's a
clean your
bathroom room
fucking
over
teeth.
there.
That's not my
Got a
fucking
sink.
job.
There's a sink over there.
Ugh. These people are
Uh,
gross. They're fucking gross. Like
my
that
God.
is not my job. I don't give a fuck about the plaque on your teeth. That's not what I'm cleaning. I clean calculus. I make your gums healthier. That's gonna hurt, and you're gonna like it.
Give
See,
me another,
see-
Miss Master.
Yeah, well, it seems like I do notice that people that do go into the dental profession either get over hurting people or in a small way like it a little bit.
We enjoy it.
That's what
We
I thought.
enjoy every fucking
What a great
minute.
job. What a great job, because you could like
We
take all that
love
pent up anger and
hurting you.
actually do something.
Especially
nice.
if you are making our jobs even worse by pulling your chins up like this and moving your tongue around like this.
Oh my
We will
God.
jab the fuck out of you, and we don't care.
My
We
gosh.
don't care.
Did I not
We do it with
I must
glee.
have had a
We
great
do it with glee. I actually
must have been
poke
weird.
people in their tongue when they sit. Then you know when I'm trying. Like,
Don't
no,
move your
I will
tongue.
jab you. I don't care.
My God. I like try to like I've talked to many hygienists, like, am I doing okay? Like, am I making your job harder? Like, I've done that before.
The fact
And
that you bother to ask means you're doing great.
okay, because I just had a cleaning, like, and I've used this lady several times. She's a little old school, like a little bit, because she's in her 50s, 60s, somewhere in there. She's getting
I'm
ready to
old
retire
school.
in a couple of years. And so she's like, and I'm like, and she's the one that
prefer
she's
to
the one that
hand scale.
2 years
I do
ago,
not like to
2 years
snap.
ago, she's the one that 2 years ago, like, I'm short and my breasts are large. So I am going
Oh,
to
right,
be
right.
I am going to be
Yeah.
putting my boobies on your face. Is that okay? Like,
And the downside of that is what?
yeah. So I'm like, well, I'm single, so no.
Bring them on, bring them on.
Bring 'em on.
I mean,
been a while.
the fact that you even seriously, the fact that you even ask. I had this. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat this shit. I had a fucking cunt come into my operatory, and she comes in and she's like, she hadn't been there in almost a year. She's got shit everywhere. It's tenacious as fuck. She doesn't want me to use the Cavitron. Okay, fine. I worked so hard. My hands were shaking by the end of it, which, as you know, I can't feel half of my fingers.
That's part of
right?
the problem. Like, this is part of
Right.
the problem.
This is part of the problem, right? So I can't feel half of my fingers. My hands are shaking by the end of this appointment, right? So I get done. I get the doc in there, and she's just going on and on and on. And I look at the doc, and he's just like, I mean, she won't shut up. And he actually came to me afterwards. This is why I love this man. I love this man so much. And he was just like, she kept talking. She kept talking and she wouldn't stop. I was like, yep. So then she tells me that, so her mother is my next patient. Right? So then she tells me her appointment ended at 2:30. Her mother's appointment starts at 2:30. She then says that she has to go get her mother from another appointment and bring her to the office. 30 minutes later, she shows up with her mother. And I was like, absolutely not. Absolutely not. So the doctor being the sweet, wonderful human being that he is, ends up taking her so that I could see the next patient on time, who ended up, and not only that, this bitch, like, she opens her mouth like this far.
Oh God.
And has all this shit on, and like,
what?
but then the doc, like, the reason that I know when patients are bullshitting me is because they open their mouth this much when I'm trying to like scale their teeth when I actually need them to fucking open. But then when I go to polish, they're like, you're an asshole. You're a fucking asshole. I hate you. I hate you and you're all everybody, you, everything, everywhere.
Your friends,
so, yes,
your relations
your friends,
going
your
back
boyfriend,
3 generations.
Your whatever. Like, fuck you, fuck all of you. Like, you are you are a lying piece of shit, is what you are, right? So I think this, and like, I actually will wedge my hand like in there to like force them to fucking open, and they still, they're just doing this. I'm like, go fuck yourself. So then, she gets to the doctor and she's like,
yeah.
So then she has to go to her mother's other appointment and bring her back 30 minutes late to the appointment that she's supposed to see with me, that she scheduled, knowing that was going to be the case, right? That she was going to have to go grab her mother.
Oh, she could have said that ahead of time.
So this woman made this.
I mean, she had said that you could have staggered their appointments a little bit so that
she could have scheduled her mother for the appointment that was the next hour.
Yeah,
right. Instead of the one that was right after her appointment, right?
Am I weird?
Because she's a cunt and she's a fucking entitled piece of shit. And she's sitting there going, well, I was, when I was young, I could have gone professional with my singing and stuff, but then I had this like jaw surgery and blah, 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 blah. She talked to the dentist. I got done and she talked to the dentist for 20 minutes.
I must be weird because when I go to the dentist, I just shut up.
You want to get the fuck out. Nobody wants to see us. Nobody wants to be there that long.
I'm the same way with hairdressers when they get my hair cut. Don't talk to me.
Yep.
Cut it. You know what I want.
I got a great barber here in town. I sit down in her chair and she's done in 7 minutes. Like,
wow.
We don't
I got
talk.
a little bit more than 7 minutes to work on. But
I cut my own hair. I clean my own teeth.
I wipe my own butt. Does that count for anything?
That too.
I learned it this week too, and my poor hair.
But she schedules her mother's appointment directly after her,
knowing that she's going to have to
knowing that she has to go and get her from another.
How about we
somewhere
do a
else?
Space in between those. Do a space so we can do the travel time.
She's a fucking retard.
I don't understand people sometimes. I just don't.
It's the entitlement. It's the fucking entitlement. It's so much entitlement, and I can't fucking stand it. Thankfully, my doctor is a fucking saint and ended up doing her mama's cleaning because, again, she came 30 minutes late. And so then the next patient that I saw, like, he opened his mouth and it was like a gator. Like, and I was just like... And he had
yes,
three speckles of calculus on his teeth, and they were like pristine. I was like, I mean, if there was, but like, thank you, Jesus. Like, I was just, I was like, this is the dental gods like looking down on me right now.
It's probably Fangs. I'm sorry, Fangs did that. Fangs did that. He's got teeth. Come on. Come on, Jesus, we don't even know if he's got teeth or not. Like, we don't even know, but we know Fangs has
big,
teeth.
sharp, pointy teeth.
He is so sharp. Yes, I'm going to hell, Asho, because I figure you and Earl will be there. We can sit around.
Obviously, by the name.
And Hellhound. We're going to have us all sitting around.
Therapy, of course, but...
You'll get better therapy in
Yes.
hell than anywhere else.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
but
But
we're going to be
any
sitting
of you out
around
there-
bullshitting even there.
Any of you out there right now, you go and get your teeth. I'm looking right at you. You go and get your teeth cleaned, and you don't brush your teeth beforehand. You don't floss beforehand. Coming after you, fuckers.
There's a special layer in hell for those people.
There's a special layer of hell underneath Low Bar Bill, where I will find you.
I saw that the first time and I about died laughing. It was all I could do, Earl. I'm like on stream and I'm looking at this thing and I'm like, oh my God, how am I going to stop laughing? I got to do a show.
I like
so
that
hard.
one.
Oh, if you can look back and watch that stream when after I put that up, I'm like, oh my God, I gotta take a break. I can only talk about this every 10 seconds. Because it's so goddamn funny.
It's so good.
Oh, if I ever meet
Gotta
Low
take a bunch
Bar,
off.
I'll be like, yeah, you've lowered that bar into hell, buddy. I will literally say that shit to him. Like it's like, watching you has caused me to think that the bar's in hell now, Bill. Like
Bars in hell.
it's been
Bars
been
in hell,
lowered that
fucker.
far.
Bar is in hell. As is for all of you fuckers that do not brush your teeth before getting them cleaned.
Oh my God.
Just
I
saying.
can't imagine doing that. That's just so rude. That is so rude. Like I don't understand people.
I'm getting to the point now because my give a fuck is like
Busted.
non-existent at this point.
Yeah,
So like I used to
you're
do
using
this.
up
Well, I
that
still
field.
I
There's
still
no
do
left.
this with children. Children that come in with like braces and they still have a full fucking lunch in there, right? I send their asses to the bathroom with a toothbrush. And I'm like, no. Because
Clean that out.
like absolutely fucking not. I have done that multiple times. I'm getting ready to do that with 70-year-olds who should fucking know better.
Well, they're going back into their childhood anyway, so you might as well.
That's what my parents
Just
are
own it.
okay to
Hey,
bring
that's
this
awful
full
close to
fucking
me.
circle. That's what my parents are doing. They've got this
So you
learned
and me ain't that far
helplessness.
apart.
Well, I know, but I'm
They've got
closer
this
to it than
learned
you are.
helplessness that they just
Oh my
don't
God.
know how to fucking do anything anymore. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong? You were a full fucking adult. Like
Wait,
what?
wait.
Like
My-
there's no excuse for this. This is
My mother has an
there's-
excuse.
I am not
like-
cleaning out an entire meal out of somebody's fucking teeth. It's disgusting. The fuck is wrong with you people? Ugh.
This is the problem every time we stream with Earl asshole. She has a real trouble opening up and
I know. She's
telling us what
back.
she just holds back so much. It's just terrible. We have to just pry it out of her.
Closed book. That's a roll. Closed fucking book. Like
Oh, my
a little turtle. Just
Oh,
little
my goodness.
turtle. Yep.
I like turtles.
Oh,
I just, but I mean, seriously, that's kind of what my parents have been doing. I mean, really, like to bring
Yeah.
this like full circle. It's just this. It is this learned helplessness. It is this revert back. I mean, my mother, who she ended up booking this hotel for me because I needed it booked for a month and she had the money, right? And like I've been paying her back and doing the shit and whatever, but like she had the audacity to ask me to get a paper like printout of the receipts or something like
Oh,
for
okay.
like the expenditure. I'm like, Mom, you have the account.
Oh, I did
Yeah.
Jack.
They're
There's
not
Jack.
going to give me anything because it's not my.
It's not your
account.
name.
It's
your
not
name,
under
yeah.
my name. I'm not your fucking secretary.
Oh my goodness.
And not only that,
All right.
I'm at work, bitch. Like, she keeps asking this at like 3 p.m. I'm like, I'm at fucking work.
Oh,
Do
my
they
goodness.
not understand what that
No,
fucking
they don't.
means anymore? Like,
No.
for
They haven't worked in
Christ's
so
sake,
long,
like
they forgot.
I literally, holy shit! My dad gave me the snarkiest fucking like he was sending me this shit. I'm gonna read it verbatim.
All right.
I'm
I'm going to run to
so
the back.
fucking pissed about this.
I'm still
He's
listening.
like, he goes. So I send an address to a condo that I saw on Zillow that they certainly could have seen for themselves, right? They have a real estate agent that's supposed to be like doing this shit. Like what work do I need to be doing? Like, exactly. He goes, so how far away from your work are you and your car able to tolerate? After I told him that, I don't like driving an hour in bumper to bumper traffic where I've literally seen 2 people die. Right? We have found a place, but we need you to show up and look for it. This was at 11:46 a.m. I'm at work. I'm at fucking work. Then he goes, we are looking at places in Chapel Hill. Need your attendance if possible. This is at 3:33 p.m. I'm still at work.
Well,
Then he goes,
they forgot.
That place in
they
Scarborough
forgot
looks good. Wish you would have helped in the search before we left the area. I replied, I was working. So you were working today and found it? I said, yes, but in a different office where my schedule was light. So I had time because my other jobs had back-to-back patients. You fucking retard. How do you not know how work works?
See, there we did it. Total disrespect to the parents there. Outstanding. Outstanding. Great job. Bravo, Earl. Bravo. I don't know what to.
3:33 p.m.
I don't know what to tell you.
What the fuck else am I supposed to be doing besides working? And if I wasn't working, you'd go, well, why aren't you working?
They're retired, and they apparently don't remember that in order to work, you have to be at a place from a certain time for a certain time. They just don't get it anymore.
My phone in my purse. I don't touch it until the end of work. Because I get messages like that piss me the fuck off. And the last thing I need is for me to be pissed off with sharp instruments in my hands.
I don't want to.
Right? Nobody wants that. If we ever meet Earl, nobody wants
keep sharp objects away from Earl. Like while we're meeting with her. Like, no, we're not going to do that. Excuse me.
Nobody wants a hygienist who's pissed off with razor sharp instruments in their fucking hands. Nobody wants that. And the fact that these stupid fucking patients do not have the self-preservation to recognize that I could literally slit their throat with these fucking instruments that I have in my hands.
Oh, that's why I don't move. Like I freeze. Like I'm like this goes.
They don't open their mouth. They close
so badly. I could bleed to death
like, what
right
the
here.
fuck are you doing? I could literally lacerate you and end your life with what I've got in my hands, and you're being a fucking retard with your your anatomy, knowing exactly what the fuck you're doing absolutely everything in your power to be as difficult as humanly fucking possible. I'm okay. I'm fine. I'm okay.
You all right?
You need an aspirin?
You feel better? You feel better, Earl? Feel better?
I need liquor. What the fuck is wrong with these people? I've literally had people put their I'm working on their lower anterior teeth, right? So like right here, right.
Yeah.
Putting
I
the
know where it
tongue.
is.
They're putting the tongue right here.
Right where you're working.
Right where I'm working. Right where it's sharp fucking instrument. A literal one of the sharpest instruments.
See,
I'm
I couldn't
I'm
do
working
that
with
job.
an H6 H7 sickle scaler, which could lacerate their tongue with both the guiding edge and the opposing edge, right where their tongue is.
I couldn't get professionalism in that situation. I'd be like, "Do you want to lose part of your
It's
tongue?"
a
I
good
would literally
no.
say that.
You don't understand. I wear a
I
mask
would
all
literally
day
tell.
and go. I'm behind a mask, going. What the fuck are you doing all day long?
I'm just saying. I would say it out loud. I would say it out loud. Like that's my problem. There's my tism right there.
I just go. I
Like,
just do that
because I do that at work all the time. I'll watch somebody
when
about to
when
do
I
something
had
stupid.
when I
and I'll
had
tell them that's
Botox, when I had Botox, it was even better because then my eyebrows couldn't give me away. But all day
Can't do that
long,
anymore.
I'm sitting there going, "What the fuck are you doing?" You would think that self-preservation, just
Nope.
natural self-preservation, like I don't want myself to be harmed, would make these people recognize that what they're doing is fucking retarded.
No, some people, Earl, some people have the self-preservation level of a lemming. Like they don't have any.
You know, that's
I'm
actually
sorry.
lemmings don't actually do that. Do you know that
Yeah, I
that was
know.
actually that was
I
Disney. That was Disney murdering
I'm sure it
lemmings.
was. Yeah, I was sure it was Disney learning.
They
I know it's not true, but
pushed the lemmings
it's still expression,
over
though.
the edge. Disney did that.
Of course they did. Disney did us a lot.
Because they're
of things.
evil.
They're evil. The
But
only
I'm
good
not
thing
evil.
they've ever created
I
was
don't want
Maleficent.
my patients to be hurt. I'm doing this job because I want their lives to be better. I want to heal okay. Again, I will. Okay. All right. Here we go. Here we go.
Deep breath.
And here's another hot take. Dentistry is not expensive.
If you take
Dentistry.
care of your stuff.
Dentistry is not expensive at all.
Not
You not brushing your fucking teeth is very expensive.
Correct. Yes, very expensive.
Neglect.
It's expensive. Yes.
Motherfuckers, neglect is expensive. Your neglect of your
I learned that
healthcare.
one the hard way.
Not dentistry. So don't be coming into a dental office talking about, I don't want to pay for this. I don't want to pay for that. I don't want to do all this. Go fuck yourself. That's your consequence. This is the consequences of your actions, motherfucker.
See, there we go. Now do you feel better? You feel better, Earl?
A little bit.
Okay, cool.
A little bit. I mean, this is my channel. This is where I get to bitch about shit. But for fuck's sake, don't make my job harder. It's already hard. My entire ethos, my entire career has always been, do not make anybody else's job harder than it already is.
Correct. I do that at work too.
Any job I've ever been in. Doesn't matter what field. I've been in retail, I've been in dentistry, whatever. Do not make anybody else's job any harder than it already is. I think that's just a good rule of life.
Yep.
Just don't be a cunt.
Just don't be a dick.
Don't be a dick.
Right.
Don't be a cunt.
Don't be a
cunt.
cunt.
Be an ass, but don't be a dick.
And don't be a cunt.
You can be an asshole. You can be an asshole. That's fine.
Yep. Right. So when you're getting your teeth cleaned, don't put your tongue in my way. Open your fucking mouth. Don't make me say open 80
I must be very
fucking
privileged.
times during an appointment.
I live in a very privileged world, I guess, when it comes to dental. Because I do all the things to make the hygienist job easier. I just
because you're not a cunt.
Okay.
right?
I just don't understand people that don't. I don't
No,
understand.
that's because
I don't
you're not a
understand
cunt. These people do not care. They don't care. They want to make my job
I don't
harder. They
understand
like
it.
to make other people's jobs harder. These people are Karens. They're fucking cunts. They deserve to get yeeted into a volcano.
That explains a lot on Discord.
Yes, that is why we live in the world we live in right now, is because of fucking Karens and cunts that do not open when you say open. You know, that's going to be the name of my
I'd have
book.
been fired. I'd been fired.
I think that could be
That's
put on
why
a
I've
Hallmark
been
card
fucking
somehow.
fired so many times, Ed. Because I
my
do
goodness.
not put up with bullshit like this. I have zero tolerance for motherfuckers that come in and try to make my job even harder than it already is, when I already can't feel my fucking hands because I've been scraping the shit off of their teeth because they refuse to do what they need to do at home. Right? I have been cleaning up after other people's bad decisions my whole life.
Yep.
I fucking hate it. I am a glorified mouth maid. So that's why I have learned how to be a very good teacher, because the better I teach my patients, the easier my job is. My job, I know that I'm doing my job well when I see my patients less.
That's weird.
So any motherfucker, like I've seen Blossom say the same kind of shit. There was that asshole the other day, the fireman, blah, 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 saying, you know, money, blah, blah, blah. Like, no.
Money.
Healthcare workers don't want to see your ass.
No.
We don't want to deal with you. You suck. As a human being, you all suck. You are all terrible. You have all been raised on Google. You think that you know more than the motherfucker that went to school for this shit. You try to tell me what kind of tools that I'm allowed to use to do my job. Do you go to your mechanic and tell them what tools that they can use to fix your car? No, I don't think they do. But they tell me what kind of tools that I'm allowed to use to do, like, oh, I don't need x-rays. Motherfucker, you don't need x-rays, but I need them. I need to see. I don't have x-ray vision. I can't see what's under that. I don't know what's underneath your gums. What the fuck do you mean I don't need x-rays? No, I need x-rays. Idiot, you fucking moron. You've got 16 crowns in your fucking mouth, and you think that you're the expert. When did you go to dental school?
You need to finish this book, Earl. I think it'd be a bestseller.
It's going to be called Open.
Open? Okay. You're gonna do the art yourself, like have a big mouth open on the front cover?
Absolutely. Okay. It's actually
I love it. I love it already, and I haven't seen a hard copy yet, but I love it.
It's gonna be called Open because it's what I say 60,000 fucking times a day. And also because I will be open about all the things. So, you know, double entendre. Because don't we love that? And then it's going to be my some of the stories that I have on my blog, as well as like helpful sort of like the stuff that I generally say to my patients for their home care advice. Mainly focused at adults and parents. Because parents that know why they're cleaning their teeth will know why they're cleaning their kids' teeth. So it's to end the cycle of childhood caries, because that is one of the most rampant infectious diseases.
Like you're seeing the same family.
Yes, is one of the most rampant infectious diseases that we have in this society, and has been an increasing problem for 100 years, and I want to end it.
All right. So there you go.
That's the goal. With probably with a very helpful, friendly neighborhood atheist deity who might tag along.
Really? That'd be great.
I think so. I think
That'd be
it'd be awesome. You know, he's little fangs. He's got his little fangy teeth. You know, I think
I'm
I
just
think that'd
telling
be
you,
good.
he's got to be like, we'll have to add like he's the patron of dental hygienists as well. Like that's just going to happen. I think.
Put on the hat.
I'll do the hat.
Make that lore right now. Damn it!
I can't without money.
I'm not monetized. Damn it!
It's religion. Okay, you got to have the offering ahead of time.
Okay, on Monday, you need to put the Holy Bunny hat.
I tell you what, I will have it in every stream until we get it. Okay, I will do that. All right, just for you. Okay. That way I can say I've got to handle this. That the Fangs is now also the patron of all dental hygienists, all of them. There you go. That'll happen. But the ritual must be observed or it doesn't work.
True. Facts.
So,
I mean, you have to have the funny hat or it doesn't work. It doesn't work.
funny hat, you know, the donation up front, at least 5 donations, because the holy number is 5.
Including to my GoFundMe. Just.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Stuff to Earl's GoFundMe as well, because she still needs the help. You know, still helping her.
Because it's getting permanent. Like
your stuff for your hands.
Yeah, the numbness is getting permanent, and it used to just go away. Like I generally wake up with one or both of my hands numb, just from sleeping for whatever reason. I don't know. Like I've tried
blood flow issue.
Well, it's something it's pinched. I mean, something's in the way that I sleep, but I've tried changing how I sleep, and it just.
Have you tried wearing braces at night?
Yes. Half the time I end up taking them off in the middle of the night. But it does help a little bit. But my braces are
wherever the hell they're at right now.
Wherever the hell they are at, if they're even anywhere. I don't know where any of my shit is right now. So I need because I have braces for both my hands, and I was wearing them like anytime that I was home, and just kind of hanging out, and I was wearing them at night, and now I have no idea where they are, and they're not cheap.
No.
I mean, they're not terribly expensive either, but I mean, I could order another set. I guess I probably should do.
Yeah, you could pull Fluffle money for that, I think, because that's for your hand health. So I think me and Evan would approve of that, absolutely. So
okay. I'll do that then, because I did find a set that were. The trick is finding them that are because I bought one set a while ago, like a couple of years ago, and they were making it worse. And then I bought another set, and they made it a little bit better. So I think I can go through my history, because I just bought them on
I'd
Amazon.
go through your history and find the ones that worked. Yeah. I
mean, it's not like having 2 sets would be bad or anything. So
we're trying to keep your hands from getting worse too. Like that's
right, because it is getting permanent. Like the these 3 fingers here, like these 3 are like the tips of them are numb all the time.
Okay.
Like I drop my instruments all the time. It's really embarrassing. I drop my instruments. I drop the suction. I drop a bunch of shit, which is really
not the suction. No, you can't drop that.
Well,
that's important.
Because then you have to get the cavicide. You have to wipe it all down. You got to change gloves again. You got to do it's a big pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then dropping instruments, and it's an instrument that I need, and then I got to go like either find another one or try to like use whatever I've got left over or whatever. And it costs me time, and then patients get frustrated and they think that what's wrong with this chick or whatever, and like it's just because I have a like patients know that I've been there, right? I have a firm but gentle hand where they know they got their teeth cleaned, like they feel it. And I have patients tell me all the time, she was super thorough. That's what I'm looking for, right? I don't want people to tell me I was gentle. I want them to say, my teeth look great. And every time that I work, every day that I've worked, my entire career, somebody at some point says that was the best cleaning I've ever had. I am good at my job. I'm very good at my job. And I have made a point to be thorough but gentle, where patients know I'm there. They feel pressure, but they don't feel pain, right? That is the mark of a good hygienist, is that it shouldn't be comfy necessarily, but you shouldn't be in pain either. Like if you're in pain, there's something wrong.
Yep.
You should know I'm there, and you should feel really, really good and real slick. And, like your teeth should feel fabulous when you leave. Like my patients leave my chair getting their money's worth.
That's why you want your proctologist to have nice skinny fingers, no bony fingers either. Could be a pain in the ass, but I'm bummed.
I'm good. I'm really good at my job, and
this is frustrating though.
Yeah, I kind of hate how good at my job. Like technically, I'm good at my job. Personality wise, I'm shit. Right? I'm my personality was not made for this. Why my parents didn't look at me and go, "Fuck you doing?" Like
you're not a people person.
No, I'm not. I'm not a people person.
I'm not either. I couldn't do customer service or anything like that anymore. I'd kill somebody.
That's why I'm on thirds.
My dad, right? I mean, I
I'm
work
on thirds with
too,
where the store's closed.
Yeah, but my dad is. I mean, he's never been, diagnosed obviously because he's an old man. But like he's way the fuck autistic. Right.
No,
but he was also the boss. So he could get away with that shit. I've never been able to do that because I'm an underling. And so anytime that a patient had any issue with me, I was just fired instead of like somebody asking me like, well, what was up with that? Like, oh, well, they were a dick. Like that was never able to be part of the conversation, like, oh, the patient was kind of a piece of shit.
The patient was an asshole.
I don't deal with pieces of shit because I have no tolerance for that kind of crap. Like I just don't.
Pieces of shit are at the wrong end of what I do. Like that's not what we do.
Right. Right.
So.
Maybe if they bothered to like not be a garbage human, then we wouldn't have had any problems. But like, I have low tolerance for bullshit. I always have. And that's why
pretty common.
I mean, but part of what makes a good dental person is not their people skills necessarily. Like any good dental any good dentist, any good dental hygienist worth their salt has a clinical level of OCD. Yep. They have to. I mean, like a pathological, like severe case of OCD, or else they're shit at their job. I am convinced of this. I will die on this hill.
It's probably true. Like I know there are certain.
It also makes us a miserable cunt, but
Yeah, there's certain occupations that track certain personality types and disorders. I'm fairly certain of that.
I also
Right.
have
So
dermatillomania, right? I'm a skin picker. I always have been. I mean, since I was tiny, like I went under my nails with like I reamed underneath my nails so they're all square. Like they grow out that way now
Huh.
because I forced them to, right? I used to dig in my toenails. I was a ballet dancer. I kept, it's one of the reasons why I actually have all my toenails, even as an ex ballet dancer, which is very rare. Um, like I take very, like I'm super weird about my nails. I'm super weird about my eyebrows. I'm super weird about all kinds of shit because I have dermatillomania and like I need to fuck with shit. But if I'm picking on you, then I'm not picking on me. So
Gotcha.
I literally turned a mental illness into a career.
There you go. Bonus points. Does that count as an achievement?
Well, in a way, I think so because I do often get questions as like recently I met another girly who is very introverted like I am,
Okay.
and we got to talking, and I
Really?
actually yeah, she had never met. She's a baby hygienist. She's only been practicing for like 3 or 4 years, and I directed her to my blog, to my Odd Ducks
Yeah. Yeah. I
blog
remember that
post,
one.
and she messaged me back and was like, "Holy shit!" Like she felt so seen, and we both had sort of like a little weepy moment because she had never met anybody like me before.
No
Huh.
one has.
True enough. I mean,
I
I
am
am
fairly certain.
kind
I
of
am
one of a fan.
fairly certain. Yeah, I'm fairly certain Azzo's probably right about that.
She had because
See,
I
this is a
called her.
record. I have said Azzo's right about something at least 3 times in the stream. Holy shit.
There you go.
You need to get off the crack pipe, Ed. Starting to show.
But I have like I I've posted my blog posts on Facebook a couple of times and gotten some amazing feedback
Oh yeah,
from some other
good
girlies
stuff.
who were also introverted, also autistic, also, a number
Hmm.
of other things where they finally felt seen before because we've all been working with what I call the squeaky hygienists,
Yeah,
where they're
they're
all
always
just like
talking,
glorified
yapping.
hairdressers and they're just just all the time, and I'm like, I fucking hate all of you. Like it's just like I am the dark and spooky. I am the dark and spooky hygienist, and patients either absolutely love me. I mean, I'm very polarizing. I always have been my whole career. Either patients love me and they only want to see me forever, like forever, ever, or they hate my guts and want to push me in front of a bus. I get nothing in between.
Well, there you go.
And but to find other hygienists that are finally being recognized as like my personality type, where we are dark and spooky and we are
You just
severely
want to do your
uh,
job. You just want to
mentally
go in, do your job, and
dysregulated.
go home.
Yeah, and we want to do our
Yeah.
job. We want to go home. And if you ask us to a holiday party, we'd rather put a bullet in your head. Like there's no like
No,
we don't want to do
no
any of that
thanks.
shit.
Thumbs
We
down.
just want to we just want to clean teeth. We want to give our patients the best care ever, and then we want to go home and we don't want to talk to you fuckers. And we want our patients to come in and not make our jobs harder than they already are because they are extraordinarily difficult just generally. I mean, it's hard in our bodies, it's hard in our minds, it's a very difficult job that nobody really like
Nobody cares. Yeah.
appreciates.
Nobody appreciates it yet. I get
Yeah,
it.
we're glorified mouth maids, and we have no autonomy, and so we can't diagnose anything. The doctors have full
Screwed.
control over our entire lives, and that means that when like I've been on these apps for to find jobs being an independent contractor and stuff, and we get fucked over. um I want to go to court like hard, real bad. There's a program that the IRS does that it's a whistleblower program where if you whistleblow on a company that is committing tax fraud, it'll take 10 years, right, to go through the court system and do all that kind of shit. But if you find a company that's committing tax fraud and you do a whistleblower thing, then they'll give you the part of the proceeds of whatever that company owes the IRS. I really want to do that, real bad.
I'll be right back. I get some more to drink.
Mhm.
I'll let the dog out real quick. I'll be back.
Okay.
If I don't die first.
Don't do that.
Don't
Like
tell
I
me
said-
what to do.
I'm not going to do it.
Flossing right now.
I'm not going to do it. Damn it.
I mean,
I'm
like
not
I said,
gonna
it'll take 10 years, to go through because it has to go through the court system.
I don't
and
have
all
10
that
years.
shit, but
I might have 10 days.
I mean, I might not have 10 years, but it's definitely something I want to do just as a fuck you to these fucking companies because they've
Right.
taken three different jobs of mine. They've stolen money from me. They've, fucked me over several times. It's like, watch this. Here's my lovely little friend, the IRS. You've been doing this shit since 2017, and so you owe lots of money because now you're a multi-million-dollar company. So,
Yeah.
because they've been 1099ing us, and that's illegal.
Yeah, they shouldn't be doing that to you guys.
No, and they've been doing it since 2017, and they GoTo is the biggest temp agency company. They have worked with holy shit, I mean tens of thousands of hygienists in the US. They're the biggest company in the country right now, and they're committing tax fraud and lying to us about it.
Oh shit! I thought there was a limit where you had to stop 1099ing people.
Yeah, they shouldn't 1099 us because nothing about our job qualifies under 1099.
No, you're not.
We don't
You're
we
not.
don't
You're not
we don't
self.
control the schedule. We don't control our instruments. We don't control what we sell. We don't control our patient flow. We don't control anything that would normally qualify under 1099. I found a blog post that GoTo put. That's what I did, a whole ass blog post on their blog post trying to justify their use of 1099 and obliterated the whole fucking thing. I did that last year.
Yeah, it would be one thing if you dental hygienists ran your own offices separate of the dentist and you had control of everything, but that's not the case.
But in North Carolina, we do not. There are states that do that, and it would be justified if we could control our own hours and our patient flow and our instruments and all that kind of shit. But in North Carolina, we do not. So they've been hiring thousands of dental hygienists in North Carolina since 2017 that they've been 1099ing, not paying taxes on, not giving us any benefits, not giving us any health care, not giving us jack fucking shit that other temp agencies do offer. They've been doing none of that. That was one of my main modes of income because they upgraded they changed their what do you call it, the user agreement or whatever, and I refused to sign it, and I have not been able to use them at all this past year, which has put me part of where I am, but just on principle I can't sign what I know to be illegal.
Yeah.
their user agreement or whatever. Like I just on principle, I cannot sign it.
Mhm.
But they wrote this blog post that I found in the deep recesses of their own blog on their own website and went through every fucking point and explained why all of it is bullshit. I mean, it's truly remarkable, like how dumb they think we are.
Hmm. Yeah, I was looking it up. There's like 4 states of the union allow you to work completely independently.
Right.
And that's
Yeah, I
Colorado,
think
Maine, New Mexico.
Colorado, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Maine, New Mexico, and California.
Yep.
The rest of them are like a mixed bag, and
Yep.
then there's a
And
bunch
North
of them.
Carolina
Like,
is direct supervision, meaning I
Yeah.
cannot even put a patient in the chair without a doctor in the building.
that's kind of weird.
We were one of three states in the entire country that wouldn't allow dental hygienists to administer local anesthesia until like 6 or 7 years ago. So like I'm not accredited to give local anesthesia because that wasn't legal when I graduated. I've now worked for three different offices that I made that part of my hiring criterion was that, you know, after 6 months that they would send me to get my local anesthesia certification, and then they would do shit like start renovating the office. And so I never got it done. But now at this point, I'm like, you know what? Fuck you. Like, I don't want to be the bad guy because the guy that has to get the shot is kind of the bad guy. So like, I don't want to, like, I don't even want to get it anymore.
Wow, there's actually quite a few states that don't allow that. I'm going through my list I just created thanks to AI.
Well, I think
Great.
now all states let dental hygienists give local anesthesia.
Yeah, that's one thing that's now permitted, probably because the dentist said it was a pain in the ass, would be my guess.
Well, I heard some of the dumbest, most retarded reasons for why dental hygiene. Like, I heard that we would perforate the sinus and do some other shit, and I was like,
You can be trained to do that like anything else.
we're trained, right? We would be trained how to give look like just like a dentist would. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? But that was their like that was their reason why they wouldn't, like, why, because mainly because I'm in North Carolina. It's a good old boy state.
Oh yeah,
They
probably
just
got
didn't
men
want
running the
women to
thing.
have that, you know.
Yeah, yeah, but you're like one of the few states that has the shortest list
have
for
it.
me, which is like no direct
We have-
access. No, you're not allowed. Supervision is required. Nothing direct. Zero. And that's like
we have
actually
zero autonomy. We have no
quite
autonomy
rare.
in North Carolina. I live where UNC Dental School is right down the road. That's literally a world renowned dental school. Not just in the United States, world renowned. Like,
Yeah, but how does
what
Mars
the
feel
fuck?
about him? How does Mars feel about him?
I don't know
Mars?
if Mars is another world.
You said world renowned.
Well, I don't know.
Well, you
You
better
met a
find
Martian?
out. I guess we're gonna have to do educate this old man
Well, yeah,
on
like-
how Mars feels about their dentistry.
Well, it's just weird because I like asked AI to give me like notes on everybody's direct access, every state.
Mhm.
Yours is the shortest.
Yeah.
Like nothing is allowed. Nothing. And everyone else has like you're allowed to be autonomous in this and this.
Mhm.
And some of them have like different notes. And like some of the states don't allow you to practice independently, but you might as well be. Like
Right.
like the dentist is there just because it's a requirement, but he's not
Right.
watching them like
Right.
at all. So it's
Right.
like it's like give me the rundown. I love AI for this purpose, but
Yeah. I mean, I feel like my degree has been fully fucking useless because
And some of these are public health, so it's got to go
yeah,
through the
they
public health
allow a
services.
little bit more autonomy with public health, but you
Yeah.
have to be certified in public health, which is
Jesus.
not hard to do, and I'm actually, I could do that easily, but like public health hygiene involves dealing with children.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
I ain't doing it.
Yeah, do it.
I ain't doing it.
What's the
It's
other
actually one of the
I
reasons
saw?
why I love working at the office that I'm working at, both of them currently, is because I don't have to fuck with kids.
Yeah, the only other state I can see besides North Carolina is Mississippi.
Yep.
Is the same.
To say Mississippi and South
Eh.
Carolina, maybe
Tennessee too. Tennessee doesn't allow.
Yeah, I knew it was another the southern fucking state, because
But like some of these have limited, like there's limited things you can do that are autonomous. There's public health ones. There's a whole bunch of exceptions, but not those states. Those three states are still.
This is how
shit.
bullshit this is. So I do a new patient exam, right?
Okay.
I'm the first. Generally, they're put on my schedule, right? So I do the X-rays, I do a full mouth series, I do a Panorex, I do a periodontal exam where I measure the gums or whatever. I tell the dentist, like, I think they need an SRP or whatever, a deep cleaning or whatever. Technically, I'm not diagnosing that. I'm just telling the dentist what I recommend.
Pointing the dentist in the right direction.
Right. And then the dentist says, like, the dentist technically is the one prescribing all of the stuff. So I can't, even stuff like fluoridated toothpaste or chlorhexidine or any of that kind of stuff. In North Carolina, it's sort of implied that dental hygienists are just, we recommend those things, and then the doctor goes, okay, and then that work, and then they just write the scripts, make that shit happen. But I have worked in offices before where you look at the X-rays; they clearly have periodontal disease. These are brand new baby dentists, right? They're fresh out of fucking school, so they got a real chip on their shoulder. And I've been doing this for 15 years, and I look at them and I say they need an SRP, and they go, well, we'll see when I do my exam.
Yep. Well, that's an age-old problem in every profession.
Like come again.
My dad used to complain about that too.
Right. Like what am I here for? Like, it's like I am not. I had to do pharmacology. I had to do pathology. I had to do anatomy and physiology.
Well,
I had to do
goes back
all
to the
of
education issue.
Dentist,
it goes back to the education. You should have a bachelor's degree for what you have to go through. And then they would have to change the way they deal with it.
But dentists get 12 hours of dental hygiene. I did.
So they can do it.
2 years. 2 years where I'm doing the same fucking classes as them, but I get none of the autonomy to say the same shit that they say. And half the time that they don't even know what the fuck they're talking about. I have looked at a dentist and said they need a 4346, and they go, what? I said, they need a 4346. They need a gingivitis cleaning. Well, why are you doing a gingivitis cleaning? Because they don't have periodontal disease, but they have gingivitis. So we have to do the gingivitis cleaning. But why don't you just do the periodontal, why don't you just do the SRP? Because they don't have bone loss. Did you look at their fucking X-rays? Like, I know what I'm talking about, right? But then,
oh my God.
Like, I'm not allowed to to tell these
Oh.
dentists that there's that because they don't even know the fucking codes. Like
No, they
they don't know what they're like. They have no idea what they're talking about, and like because they're baby dentists, they're idiots. Because everybody was an
Yeah.
idiot when they first graduated.
Oh yeah.
We're all
Like, you
dumb
know
as fuck.
everything.
Like, that's fine.
You're
That's
so
fine,
smart.
but,
You're
like,
so smart and know everything that you're stupid. Yes.
right. Exactly. Like exactly. Like you went through school. I get you went through school. Like I was a dumbass when I first graduated, but like I've got 15 years on you. And
Yeah.
you're telling me that they need a
That's a
cleaning that
respect
they
issue again.
literally do not qualify for because they don't have the proper pathology. Because I went through those classes and I know what the pathology is, but I'm not allowed to diagnose anything. It's so frustrating. It's so incredibly frustrating. To have the knowledge that I have. I mean, you know me. I have a very wrinkly brain. I got all the wrinkles. I have so many wrinkles. But it doesn't matter because I and I got an associate's degree because it was way less expensive. Plus, the school that I went to was way more prestigious than the place that I could get a bachelor's degree. And the bachelor's degree doesn't pay you anymore.
No, it doesn't. That's one of the problems with it.
Mm-hmm. When I found that out, I was like, why would I go to the 4-year, why would I go to UNC to get a worse education than the associate's degree where I get a better education, but I only get an associate's. But literally nobody looks at my, they don't look at where I graduated. They don't care.
No, they don't care about that. No,
they just want me to be on time.
They want you to be on time and be able to do the job.
Because I'm a mouth maid, and what I've learned is that adulting is a scam, and that it only matters that patients like you, not if you do your job right. Because I do my job
Unfortunately,
right, but not all patients like me. But they get the best cleaning they've ever had in their life.
Yeah.
But not all of them like me. Because
I'm a
bitch.
I tell you to move to Maine and put out your shingle, but it's too cold for you.
It's so cold. It's so cold. I thought about moving to Maine because they had a dental nursing program, which is essentially like a baby dentist. So you could do like simple fillings and simple extractions and stuff like that. It was meant to fill because we have dental deserts.
They have an IPDH license, which allows you to be an independent practicing dental hygienist.
Yep.
That allows you to do small repairs and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like you are, it's kind of like a nurse practitioner for doctors.
Yeah.
Like same thing.
Mm-hmm.
So
I thought, oh, thank you, Terry. So I considered doing that. And then I thought that was because, again, it's too fucking cold. So then I found out that Australia has the same program.
Yes, I do.
And so I tried to immigrate to Australia when I was married, and my ex-husband didn't qualify. I qualified, but he didn't, so he fucked that up. So one more thing that he's screwed up in my life. But it is what it is.
Well, Oregon's pretty close.
Still too cold.
Still too cold. New Mexico.
I thought about New Mexico, but their infrastructure is absolutely horrific. Their
because they're Western.
Yeah, their roads are shit. They're
they're a Western state. Like most people don't realize.
I like
this.
Arizona, but they've got their own issues.
New Mexico,
honestly, my plan right now.
California.
Well,
California's pretty good. It's just California.
It's California. Yeah, exactly. Taxes are too high. My plan right now. Plus, the other thing is that to do any of that, I would have to retake all my boards and do all that stuff, and that costs thousands of dollars. I don't have thousands of dollars. So my plan right now is to work my ass off for the next 5 years, and then fuck off to Belize write the books and take my laptop and take my phone and go take fangs and doodle in Belize. And I'm going to take my bathing suits and fuck everything else because I lost everything else. So now I don't have to deal with that shit to move it and all that kind of stuff. So I'm trying to think silver linings, right? And fuck off to Belize and find a shoebox somewhere on the coast and just that'll be it.
There you go.
Because I'm done. I think I'm done with this country. I think I'm done.
I feel that way sometimes.
I've literally lived from one end of North Carolina to the other. We don't have reciprocity with any other states for my dental license. So fuck it. I can do that, and then I can get a if I wanted to do some kind of, I don't know, foreign aid kind of dentistry. Yeah. I can get a mobile license to do that kind of stuff with an agency to do pro bono kind of work and humanitarian aid, that kind of stuff. I can do that, and still keep my dentistry chops up, but I got 5 years. I just need to be able to feel my hands, and
we're gonna work on that
because I need to be able to do that to draw anyway. So, but I want to illustrate and be a digital illustrator. And I mean, yeah, Terry, I was saying earlier, I am the manifestation of the American dream. My mom's side of the family fought in World War II and through the the GI bills and Ford brought my family out of generational poverty. My dad's side came over they fought in the opposite side of the war and Germany and came over here, and my family's a little weird. But
there were kind of peace negotiation there, yeah.
Right? Right, yeah, exactly. And yeah, actually, my parents' meeting was pretty funny. I'll tell that story another time. But they came over here and invested in the stock market and built a business, and I am the American dream manifest, and I love this country. I love my state. I love where I live. But this country has not been good to me, financially, and it's afforded me a lot of things, but it's also fucked me over and made me very cynical. And I like to travel, and I like to be in warm climates and to experience other cultures, and I love the Caribbean. I've traveled extensively all over the Caribbean. I've been virtually everywhere in the Caribbean, and Belize is one of my favorite places. And yeah, Terry, they did. They absolutely did. And I don't. I do not make light of that at all. I never have. They did amazing things to make it possible for me to be here. But boomers in particular, my parents not necessarily included because they've always voted in ways that like helped people. But other boomers in this country have they took all the best things of this country and then they destroyed them. And boomers did that. I think Ed and Ed would agree with me.
Yeah. Well, I think she's going to be all right too. But she's got friends. She's got friends backing her. That's what's going to make her all right.
And it's not, I wouldn't leave because I'm angry necessarily. I would leave because I want to. Well, my parents, to bring this full circle, like my parents put a lot of emphasis on putting their money into like their home and other things that I don't necessarily give a shit about real estate. My parents have moved like that, like they've lived in the same house that I grew up in. My dad built the house that I grew up in. And they've lived in that same house, which they bought for like pennies and is now worth $2 million sitting on a $500,000 lot. They bought for like $35,000 in 1984.
Yep.
I'll never have that. Like that'll never, like that's not part of my future. So, I've owned 2 houses. I've had a boat. I've had stuff, right? I've had lots of stuff over the years. Stuff doesn't make you happy. And I've moved 24 times. 24 times in my life. That's a lot for a person at 40. Like that's that's not an exaggeration. It's at least 24 times that I've moved. And I don't care about having a big house and having all this stuff. Like I would be perfectly happy living in little 2-bedroom bungalow, on the beach somewhere. Like I don't need a bunch of shit. I don't really need it to be all that nice. I'm more about the location of where I am than where I'm living in, So
That's fair. We are different than our parents. I'll give us that. They
Yeah,
want
I mean,
different things.
my parents did not seem to understand. They're like, well, what does an area code matter? And I'm like, Mom, driving an hour in bumper to bumper traffic in 110-degree heat index. Yeah, because it's on the asphalt, so it's brutally hot. With a car that I absolutely love, it's the only thing I own that I absolutely love. I love my car, and it's a manual, so I'm doing this for an hour, like with it's exhausting. It's with people that are driving like fucking idiots, and I don't want to end my day like that every day. I just don't. In the wrong direction. Oh, well, then you'll just have to, they're sending me these messages. Oh, you'll just have to live in this, mold infested piece of shit, blah, 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 blah. I was like, okay. As long as I don't have to drive on 40, I'm okay. If I don't have to drive on 40 for an hour, I'll take the mold infested, whatever.
Or between Chapel Hill and in Raleigh, you're good.
Yeah. Yeah. As long as I'm in Chapel Hill and not in Raleigh, because I just moved out of that Raleigh shithole. Like I don't want to, you know, 42,000 people move to Raleigh every year. 66 people move there every day.
Too many people.
Just to be closer to you. See,
Just too many people. Too many fucking
Bad
people.
idea.
And the other thing is that I've got friends in Chapel Hill. Like I have people that I actually know and like want to hang out with, and all my weirdos are there. Like because again, it's like a little Asheville. It's a little weirdos kind of enclave, and there's tons of little bars and funky little shops and fun little restaurants and shit that just do not exist in Raleigh and Cary. Cary's where I was. It was like a little. It was a suburb of Raleigh that, I mean, it's now like in Raleigh. Like it's they've butted up. They're right next to each
I know
other. It's
what you
literally
mean.
10 minutes away from the Raleigh border in Cary because they've gotten so huge next to each other. But this area that I'm living in is just massive. It's so many people, and they just keep coming, and like and
Go away. Stop coming.
there's really no culture especially in Cary. Like in Raleigh there is, but because it's the capital, and so there actually is shit there. But like my jobs are in Chapel Hill, they're an hour away. Like why do I want, like I'm supposed to be thankful for that? Like, but they just did, they put an offer on a house where I never saw it. They never told me anything. I kept asking for like information, and my mom was just like wouldn't say anything. And then all of a sudden it was like, oh, well, check this out. We put an offer on it. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
you should have asked her, "What, you moving?"
Right. I was like, I mean, that's great and everything, but one, it's too expensive, and two, it's in Raleigh. I'm not in Raleigh. I don't work in Raleigh. I want to get the fuck away from that shit. Like it's just it's hot. I mean, it's like you seriously, this is so North Carolina weather is insane. It's so fucking nuts. You drive from Raleigh to Chapel Hill, it drops by like 6 degrees.
Yeah.
Because it's an urban jungle. The
Yep.
asphalt literally heats the city like on average, like 6
Oh yeah,
degrees.
we have that. In Detroit has that all the time.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Detroit's like always hotter for some reason. Well, it's the asphalt. Like
It's the asphalt. Yeah. And then like they're telling me, oh well, it's only 30 minutes on GPS. They were here for 6 days. And I'm like, did you drive in 5 p.m. traffic? Because I don't think you did.
You stayed home. You stayed in your hotel. You stayed
You
here.
stayed in your hotel. Because you were like, oh, it's 5 o'clock. I bet it's busy. You have no fucking idea
Yeah,
what
go-
it's
go
like to
get
drive
lunch.
with these
Go get
crazy
supper at 12.
fucking people. I mean, I wrecked
blows my
my
mind.
car. Like when I totaled, well, I didn't total my car. The motherfucker whose teeny little truck blew a tire and came into my driver's side door and nearly fucking killed me at 70 miles an hour. You know where that was? Raleigh.
Raleigh. Huh. Yeah. I know.
That was many
People
years
don't get
ago,
it.
but like that totaled my car. The car that I was
Yeah.
going to give to my youngest stepdaughter totaled my car. I was saving up to buy a Mustang GT. It's probably better that didn't happen because I'd probably be dead by now if I had a Mustang GT because
Fair
bitch
enough.
has a lead foot. But all that being said, like I nearly died. I'm shocked as shit that I walked away from that. I had blood all over me because the window exploded into my face. It got into my hair. I mean, I was pulling shards of glass out of my hair for weeks. The EMS, came and everything, and they were like, "Are you okay?" And I was like,
Do I look okay?
"Okay." Like, I actually, like, my first instinct, because I blacked out for several minutes, and I remember my ex-husband going, he's gonna hit, and then it hit, and then apparently my car turned around twice and was pointed in the opposite direction of traffic. So and I was in the second to the right lane, and he was in the ditch, right? And I was in the between the median, like my car was this far from the uh, the concrete median
Oh,
in
close.
going in the opposite direction of traffic.
Oh,
Right.
cool.
I'm going this way and my car was this way. Right. And then I don't remember anything. And then I was outside and I was holding on to my ex-husband. I'm trying to piece it together. There was somebody on the opposite side of the highway screaming at us, going, "Is she okay? Is she okay?" Because I was covered in blood. And so, is she okay? Is she okay? And of course, I'm wearing a white tank top and like a little skirt and everything. And so I'm just covered in blood. And I remember my ex-husband going, "No, she's okay. She's okay." And then that's kind of when I woke up. And I just looked at him and I said, "I need a leave. I need it right now." Because I figured that I had jostled something in my neck or had. It turned out my seatbelt had completely like bruised the fuck out of me. Like my
Oh, yeah. They
my
will.
pelvis was so my ex-husband told me I was crushed in between the like in between my door and the little center console thing, and he had to pull me out on the opposite side because again there was this much room between the door, and so he had to pull me out and then so he pulled me out and then I'm standing there and then the person's screaming and then I was just like, I need to leave. And so I gave him two and I took two because I always keep some in my purse and because I knew that my neck was going to be fucked up because of how hard I was holding on to him. Like just I mean, this is the moment that I like kind of woke up. It's like I'm like literally in a death grip and he's 6'4", and so I'm like holding on to him like this, and he's just holding me, and I woke up and I was just like, okay, what the fuck? And then the paramedics came and they asked me if I need to go like be in the ambulance, whatever. It's like, fuck no, I'm not paying for that, and. And so then but then they took my car and then I ended up getting paid like $15,000 for that. That's how I bought my boat. But I got in that wreck on my way to Raleigh. Like, long story short.
Raleigh.
Like,
it's all about Raleigh. Please
I was
keep me
in
away from
Raleigh
Raleigh.
doing that. Yeah. And
Keep me away from this place.
right. And the last, I mean, I saw a dead body. Like I saw a car ripped in half from a dump truck. It looked like, from what because I was there when it happened, right? And so it looked like this person like was merging or whatever, and then hit this dump truck, and then the dump truck went through the car and ripped this car in half. And there was no fucking way that anybody survived that. And that was just a year ago. That was last July. That was last July that happened. I was late coming to work because of that, and ended up I had a good gig going with that office, and that that was the end of that relationship because I showed up late and the doctor looked at me after I had like sent pictures of all of the things because I was good friends with the receptionist who used to be a hygienist, but she kind of like semi-retired and so I showed up 40 minutes late, but I'm sending her photos of like all of this shit that I'm seeing, like to try to like prove that like I'm not just like being a bitch right now. Like I'm literally going through a thing. Right? I'm literally seeing somebody that's like could not have survived this and like a little traumatized. And the doctor just looks at me and goes, "You need to get here on time." And I was like,
Bye.
"That's not helpful. That's not fucking helpful. Why would you say that to me?" Right. Why would you say that to me? No shit, fucking Sherlock. I need to get here on time. I was going to be here early. I was in a good mood. I had had a nice breakfast. I had gotten out, a little bit early and was just driving to work. And then all of a sudden I'm seeing death. And then and this was just a few weeks, or I guess a few months, because that was the shit that happened.
Oh my gosh!
With the time change thing, it happened. When was that? When does that happen? April.
Yeah, April.
Right. And so I had just seen that where I'd seen a literal dead body that had done the fucking alien through their windshield. Like the xenomorph through their fucking windshield and was just hanging out through the fucking wind. Like they were torn to shreds and they were dead as fuck. And I just had to witness that shit right in my fucking face in April. And then that shit happened in July.
Yeah, you don't want to be in Raleigh anymore.
and that was going from Cary. So one was going from Cary to Winston-Salem. No, not Winston. Okay. Going from Cary to Wake Forest. And the other one was going from Cary to Chapel Hill.
So you don't want to be there.
And that was all on I don't want to be a fucking 40 anymore.
Just don't want to drive. Just
I'm tired.
Oh, Earl.
Like a xenomorph, through their fucking windshield. Nobody should have to witness that.
No, they shouldn't.
I'm laughing, but it's to keep me from crying because it was really traumatizing.
It was really bad, yeah. No.
Well, guys, I'm going to go to bed because it is been a long day for me.
All right.
With no air conditioner still, so hopefully Sunday or Saturday or Monday we'll get our new unit put in. I hope. I can't do this much longer, but I'm so wore out from the heat. It's not even that bad right now.
We've had it was the hottest July on record.
I think it's going to get worse.
Anybody that says that climate change isn't real, don't vote for him. Right, Azzo?
Yep. Trump 2028.
That's not happening. That's not happening.
Vance 2028.
I don't think Republicans want it. I don't think Republicans want that past 2026. I think they're done.
Yeah, I can see it now in 2028. Earl's going to be asking me who I voted for, and we're probably having another stream. Tell me what kind of dumbass.
Oh, we're going to do that. We're going to do that in 2026 before the elections because I'm not letting any friend of mine be an idiot again.
I like it when somebody tells me what to do because I usually do the opposite.
I know. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm not going to tell you what to do. No. You misunderstand. I'm not going to tell you what to do. We going to educate an old man.
Oh, boy.
Okay. Yes. Say yes.
I'll be dead before then, so I don't even got to worry about it.
Oh, fuck off. You are not.
Don't take away the only thing that I've got to look forward to.
Death.
The final frontier. This way we can find out who was really right.
I damn, I'm going to find out who's right. Damn
Well,
it!
I guess Trump was right. We're all sitting in hell drinking beer, and he's up there.
Well, we are now, aren't we? Right,
I'm
we ain't
not in
gonna get
hell.
into all that. I'm gonna let you go to bed.
There
Oh,
he is.
goodness.
There's my buddy. This is a Old Gamers Never Die. That's Yuli. Yeah, he's who I've been streaming with on 3 days a week. Even when I can't get on the map, I'm still in there with him, I guess.
Oh,
Spent the
Well,
last 2 or 3 days trying to fix the brand new map out because we had a stream planned and the first time since we've been streaming together, we actually prepared for this. Let's make sure it's working. We go in there, and he did his thing, I did mine. The time of the stream, I can't get in,
of course.
and I still can't get in.
It's okay.
Oh, are you over
Fine.
on that map now, Yuli? Since you can freeze to death. Yeah, this map is. I don't. Anybody that knows anything about Ark. There's Ark's, Evolved, Survival, and then now it's Ascended. And now they just went to like times 10 with the
You're talking
the
Greek.
Jarnheim map, where you don't have a mini map. You don't. It's cold. They have winters. This winter, I forgot what it's called, and it's a blizzard. You can't stay alive. So it's one of those things. I'm usually the one that does the stupid stuff to really, really die. He usually stays awake. He started the map on his own and died like 30 times in the first hour. How bad it is. And he's been streaming forever. I mean, we played this game even before he started streaming.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, what's kind of funny is, and he'll have to admit this, that if you knew how he was back then, you'd never thought this guy would be streaming, owning a channel. And he does it,
Mm-hmm.
He can't throw, jump, or shoot for shit, but he can do dinos.
Could do the dinos.
So I figured
Oh my
I'd
gosh.
log out and come back.
All right. Well,
Yep.
we'll call it a night. I think I'm done bitching.
You done
Okay.
bitching?
I think
All
I
right.
think I
That's
bitched my last bitch.
Yeah,
there
he
you
plays
go.
games badly, but better than I do because I haven't played in years. I'm starting to catch back on. But
Oh,
you might
Thank you, everybody,
have to
for
come
coming. It's
back
been
when we have a
great.
happy
It's well.
stream, Yuli.
All right.
I'm going to try to get back on
Call it
that
a night.
map and see. All right, thanks, guys. I'm going to bounce off here.
see you later, both of you.
See ya.
Bye.